Hello and welcome everybody to DreamHack Fighters Weekend. It's DreamHack Dallas time. We're starting things off with Smash, and I get to do this with one of my boys who, surprisingly, it's been a little while actually. I'm not too fond of that. We need to change that up. It's me, Ajax, and Skip. What's going on, man?
Hey, not much, man. I'm actually here by complete coincidence.
Actually, same on a different stream.
Yeah.
CB. All right, but we got game number one to start things off with Ray and I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna screw that up. And versus Instinct and Jelani.
Oh my goodness, we got a double Zelda. Oh, this is terrifying.
Is that ViaCher?
It's double Zelda versus great value MVD Sam. And that's not even fair to Jelani and
That's a
Instinct.
quote to that from them too that they were joking about that before. So obviously, you know, again, no disrespect to Instinct and Jelani, but it is.
Oh, did they say that too?
No. So it was something that MVD and Sam talked about when they were watching Combo Breaker. But
Oh, okay.
so one thing that does work for them at least is that this is a team that can completely bait out everything that Zelda wants to do.
Yeah.
But so far they've just been staying around the platform, starting out a bunch of Nehru's love. That's gonna be the first stock going away though.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy too how much like these characters kind of cover each other's weaknesses, but also set up some crazy stuff. Like, again, we've watched MVD Sam how many times now? They come up with some crazy things. My favorite one is still Snake C4ing Pikachu, and then you send them in the battle.
One of my favorite things.
Attach the C4 to the enemy.
One of my favorite things about that is like watching MVD go to eSam. It's like, go get him, little buddy, and it's just so good. And so far we haven't really seen an answer from the double Zeldas yet. They do get at least one though, and it's 121 on Pikachu. So one good out of shield option like that, boom, game's even.
Yeah, that is like the tried and true basic Zelda stuff right there. An up special and then catch him at the top, and it's usually pretty good too. And opponents usually aren't ready for it. That's why you don't see them DI properly half the time. But either way, not doing bad. It started off a little bit rough here, but being able to even things out, we do see Share. Or is it ViaCher or just Share?
I think it might be ViaCher now that they have the the actual capital.
But they have a capital C.
Yeah, so maybe we were saying it wrong for it. Might be ViaCher.
ViaCher, because like I'm here ViaCher. Maybe Share is related and paid for Share paid for their trip.
Share is actually here at DreamHack.
No, they're not. but okay. Anyway, we do have Ray and Share actually. Wow, actually now taking a lead.
Yeah.
They started off a little bit rough too.
I mean, everybody just kind of blew up there for a second, but you're right. Like, it was not a great start before, but a lot of what they've been doing, Skip, is kind of controlling center, because the best thing about Zelda is playing on a shield for a majority of the game and then setting up the Phantom.
Yeah.
If you can get people to rush in on that recklessly, you're going to have a good time, and that's kind of what the blue team's been doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally, we got Snake and Pikachu, but then we got Zelda on the other side. They're literally throwing out Metal Gears for Snake to deal with. It's just Metal Gear Knight. Oh, God, that was terrifying.
Share just showed me that they actually have good option coverage at ledge. You saw the up tilt to try and cover P up the jump, you saw the Phantom, and then after you went over there, you cover with the Nair. There's a lot of stuff that was making sure that would keep the Snake there and being scared, but Instinct has him at ledge. One gun up tilt, I believe, onto Ray. Should be close enough to take it out.
Oh, that was actually nice back air from the Pikachu to actually set up. Ooh, Ray on the side, and that will actually be a very tough position.
Yeah, and I actually didn't realize that Ray was on 2 stocks there, so Ray is now joined on the last stock, but that is now leaving Share at 103. They gotta be very careful about getting back on the stage. He's getting covered by Pikachu. Not the best spot. They were both there, Skip, but nothing happened.
Yeah, but what I do like is that Share was backing up and trying to let Ray just kind of go and do their thing. Right? Unfortunately, still gets caught up in the crossfire of some moves here. And that's just kind of what happens in doubles. It's kind of a chaotic mess every once in a while.
Now, if you can get a back throw at ledge, you get one good jump read with that up air, and this is a 1v1 game.
Yep.
Ray just needs to be very careful about how they go in. Up tilts obviously are going to go out.
Oh, that was so crazy. Jelani almost costed Instinct his shield to actually set up that lightning kick to close out that stock. That was really terrifying. But we do see Jelani and Instinct find a way to clean this up.
Good job getting the first game on the board, but that is only one of the games you need to get it done. Remember, it is best of 3, all the way up to, if I remember correctly, when I saw the guide, that is up to a best of 5 when it gets to the top 3. So you have to be able to win 2 games. First, if anybody's unfamiliar how the format goes, it is double elimination. I'm not too surprised to see anybody switch. It was a pretty even game throughout, so pretty good gameplay. I think the main thing is that the double Zeldas kind of started off a bit slower, but they were kind of in control towards the end.
Yeah. We're going to be running this right back to PS2. But yeah, I do like that, you know, teams are making adaptations mid-game, trying to make sure, you know, hey, I got to do what I got to do to find a way to turn this around. And man, we got the happy birthday for the Pikachu backer going out.
I'm not going to lie, I was kind of laughing because I look over at Instinct, who's just shooting mortars up while Pikachu's double teaming out there. It's like, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Keep doing that.
Just keep doing you. I'm firing at nothing.
Oh, wow. Jelani almost had a great setup there. The forward air landing right into the down tilt to kind of send them off stage, and then almost caught them with a downer running off. That would have been a really slick stock to take, especially because they're, well, they're kind of at percentage to be losing stocks here, but it would have been an early one for sure.
And now Jelani's going to have to second guess the idea of going for up tilt Thunder 2. Just got reflected. Ooh, that's a shield break. You're not going to see it.
No!
Oh! Okay, smart to get the Phantom out there because you're not only going to potentially hit Pikachu, but just in case one of those speed zones does break that up, you still hit your target.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, messing up that forward smash, I thought that was it. Did you see that Nehru's love on the up smash?
Yeah. Look, they're not afraid to use it.
They definitely did. They took their teammate's stock, but they put some extra damage on the instinct, so not too bad.
As long as he's sending a message saying, hey, look, calm down, cut it out. Like, you can't throw out all the T-jolts you want. I mean, this team, funny enough, does kind of counteract the whole Snake Pikachu dynamic of having infinite amounts of stage control of projectiles. You can't do that in other games.
Right. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of like the scariest part of it, too, is being able to get Snake off stage. You know, that's not difficult. He's got some decent recovery, especially if he goes high. Pikachu can be a little bit more difficult to kind of ledge trap or edge guard. But having double Zelda.
Again, it's one of those things where every time you want to run in and pressure someone, you have to second guess it, but also even when you're at ledge or doing something like just, what a raw answer. You shot a Nikita and you got hit with an up B instead.
And then we got the up air closing out that stock off the top. Beautifully played so far, and again, putting down some really solid damage here. Jelani, man. And they got Nehru's love on their Thunder.
That's happened twice now. They keep going for it, so obviously that's showing like doesn't know either A doesn't know the true combo window or B just keeps messing it up.
Yeah.
But very similar to that last game. This time though, the red team has actually been in the lead a good majority of the time, but now as we get towards the end, it looks like they're starting to get a lot more straight hits on the ring.
Yeah, I mean the other side of that too is just that like Nehru's love is just one of those moves that Zelda's they will mash out, and it's quicker than you think, and it's so active too. Yep. It's actually an insane move.
Very dangerous position right now with that Phantom right there. That was so close to converting over onto Instinct, but Instinct is going to go and try to help out Jelani. And you know what? Honestly, if I see them doing that on the left, you got it, bro. I'm not going anywhere near that. If I'm seeing double Phantoms get charged up, I'm just not engaging with that.
Yep, and this is where things are going to get real tough. Last stock situation here, 118% for Instinct. It's not undoable because Snake has the tools to really be able to deal with this. But it's just still not looking good. All right, there we go. Get him out of here. Run it back to game 3, and we'll see how that plays out.
Well, yeah, amazing job. They brought it back. You know, the double Zeldas, like we said before, kind of looking pretty good against this team dynamic, which you don't never see double Zeldas.
Yeah.
But they've had majority of the time control, and they really haven't lost the lead since like the beginning of game 1.
What I think half the problem is that like you're able to run double Zelda. Part of the problem doing double Zelda is you're always going to have the other team, depending on who they're playing, they can still rush down and kind of stop the whole game, camping game plan. But Snake obviously loves to camp a little bit, can brawl. Pikachu is a bit more passive, but when he gets in there, he can cause a lot of havoc. So it's kind of allowing the Zeldas, Ray and Cher, to kind of really set up their game plan, which I think is the reason why this is going as far as it is.
Yeah, we'll see which one of these two teams is going to go ahead and take that third game. We're currently in that spot nobody wants to be in. You don't want to go round 1 right into losers because then you have infinite amounts of more games to have to play. But, you know, hey, I don't know if anybody's really mentally prepared for that double Zelda team. But so far, to start things off here, I was going to say they had good control, but immediately Ray just sends Pikachu right back into Snake, and it's kind of disappeared since. And that's an 82% kill.
Yep. But here we go as we get into this even further. I mean, yeah, this is an early stock on Pikachu, but we're getting Snake up here a little bit in percentage. But still, man, yeah, these Zeldas just been doing a fantastic job. But we actually get things even up for a little bit until Snake also flies off the stage.
Yeah, and Ray consistently just being that stock tank you need. Like, always the last one to drop down to the last stock. What do you think is their game plan now, though? Like, I feel like you have to go more physical, right? You have to get up and close personal, but they have to find a way to bait out the Phantoms without using a projectile first. What do you think the blue team needs to get done?
Be more aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. That's pretty much what they have to do, though. Like, like, I understand you want to play a certain gameplay style, but Pikachu needs to be in their face and just cause. Yeah, I know, but just causing like a mess because you like that night happened because you just allowed the Zeldas to be on the other side of the stage. Yeah, Snake, I know you like to play a certain play style. He can get in there and be an absolute menace. Get in there and start boxing a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's they have minimal time to get that done. I mean, it's not too far off. Funny enough, if they can get rid of Share. It's Snake's pretty heavy, so you can make that stock last a while. But I agree, like giving them a lot of room, it's easier said than done, but you can't let them have it. Like
right.
you have to play right near their range.
They literally started charging at the same time. You have to separate them. If you're not going to separate them, you may as well just give the game to the Zeldas. Like, I don't want to see any argument like, oh, we tried our best. All right, take the stock. Take the stock here.
Yeah,
take the stock. Do not let Snake do this by himself.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think maybe they were looking for positioning before they decided to do it.
Maybe.
Well,
okay.
that's one.
That's
you know,
huge.
Accidentally fell to the blast zone. I'm pretty sure that was just a straight up SD. So that's a W. Snake not dead yet. We said before, you got that weight. You got to try and make this work.
Yep, there you go. You are able to separate them a little bit, but Snake has to do a little bit more. He has to find a way to get in there and support Jelani for doing what they're doing.
Jelani looking for potential spike. Good coverage right there from Ray to get over there, get that dash attack, stop Pikachu from getting sneaking a spike. Don't let this game go away. Not going to die yet either, so 144, still getting a lot of mileage.
Jelani got a huge play there, but the other Zelda came in, and that's not necessarily Instinct's fault. He's kind of trying to survive over here. This is doable. Snake does have to play a little bit passive now, though. Unfortunate. You get caught up by the up air. Ooh, that was almost sick. Did you see that?
That was after the KO on Snake, too. Like, repositioned immediately.
Oh.
Okay, so unless Cher gets silly here, you shouldn't really drop this. I expect him to go for a downer, but no, he got back on. He had to get around that. The game's still going.
Yep. Yeah, this is where things get a little bit difficult in the 2v1 situation. I mean, you kind of have... Whoa! Okay, dude, these others know what they're doing.
They want that up air real bad.
They know exactly what to look for when Pikachu's getting, like, smacked around here, and they're trying to catch each other's stuff.
Yeah, this definitely has, like, local menace activity attached to it. As that forward smash is going to take out the game. Ray and ViaCher one.
The green meanie?
Yeah.
There's the M upside down. As we get into game one here, we do see that JMxfia and ArmyOli are getting off to a hot start. They're putting on a lot of damage.
Yeah, you're going to see JMxfia ready to box the whole time. Like, there's just he is a very aggressive player.
Yeah.
There's no chill involved with his game plan. But you're looking at also Mario and Pyra Mythra on the other side. Like, you make one mistake like that because he just gave them one. You're asking for trouble doing that in front of a strong team like that.
Yeah, that was definitely super not needed. And it's because he's kind of set himself way out there. And then, you know, you use your double jump, and when you use your double jump with Yoshi in a spot you shouldn't be, you may as well just throw the stock with it.
Yeah, they do even it up very quickly, though. And Army falling shortly after, too. So, very even game. Also, shout out to the Evo crew as well. I know Army was involved with that quite a bit. Big online crew that's been going on for like the past 10 years. So it's nice
what
to see
crew?
them. Evil.
Oh.
E-V-I-L. It's like capital L at the end.
Okay. Evil!
Evil! Very, very close game was the thing we said before. And all of a sudden, I don't know which one's Pyra Mythra. But they're kind of getting smacked up right now. Yeah,
they are definitely struggling here a little bit. But this is also how the first stock started off, too. Lots of high damage onto Dorito and Zoranaz. Dorito's probably playing Pyra Mythra, by the way. Because they are a Shulk main, if I'm not mistaken, normally, or they were.
Something I've noticed, too, is been, like, primarily Pyra. I don't know if I've actually seen Mythra yet. So
I mean, I feel like you don't need Mythra as much when you have, like, a Mario. Like, and that's the cool thing about Pyra Mythra in doubles. She can switch between being the hyper-aggressor or the stock closer.
Yeah.
And you can just, you know, fill in the gaps there. But I feel like having Pyra here is kind of like having an Incineroar in doubles. It's a really good choice.
Yeah, just like that closer, because you do have the Mario up front. Even though Mythra does do incredible at juggling these two non-stop with that amazing frame data, you're still getting so much. Completely just got to land for free there with that down B. So if you let JMxfia get away with stuff like that, he's going to play with you mentally later and realize, oh, I could get a free shield break.
Oh, yeah. 100%. It's going to happen at some point.
I mean,
right now we're 1 for 1 in sets for shield breaks. We did
That's
one
true.
last time.
That's true. We did start off today with one, so it could continue. Currently, very solid defense from Army. He's going to stay alive at 122. One bad forward air at the ledge. Oh my god! Forward smash would have done it too, but there goes Army.
I moved 2 frames, by the way.
2 frames, and it's a 20-frame S smash that kills at like 40. I still have problems with it.
Unfortunately, Army took a little too long to actually get that forward throw going because JMxfia was in position for an up smash to try to close off that stock.
That should be right there. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't even think the up air was necessary. I'm pretty sure he was just dead outright.
It was blue. Yeah, it was a blue.
Yeah. And now this is a good idea. Now you see the Mythra switch because Mario's gone. You have to be able to box now. Like, this is the only way you're getting back in the game.
And that, not only just that, but it's also both characters. Like, you're able to separate them in case you get closed in.
Yep. And feeling more comfortable with the Pyra instead. Gets the parry up, but not the most easiest punishable move. Jab actually sending perfectly right on top to serve it up for Ollie. And, you know, interesting start with JMxfia giving up a stock early. Everybody's pretty even, but after that, it kind of started to go away. I think that they, like, the target focus of jumping Mario, because they realized that's the party starter. If we get rid of Mario, there's not much that Pyra's been able to do so far.
Right. Are we going right back to PS2?
I think so.
Seems like it.
You know, there's a lot of times where I like to go into like deep analysis of why we might take a different stage, blah blah blah. It's doubles. It's hard for us to see a lot of different stages get switched to doubles.
You know, one day everyone's gonna listen to me, and we're just gonna get rid of PS2 entirely because
okay,
it's a bad stage, straight up.
So all right, so
I don't actually believe it's a bad stage.
I love PS2, but I still believe that if we would want to see anything change in this game, which is not going to happen because we don't have a universal front on stage decisions, I like the idea of seasonal stages. Like, I like the idea of stages switching out format-wise, try new things, because that will force people to play differently.
If only there was a company that already did that with a platform slider.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only they were here at DreamHack.
Yeah. If only they were here, maybe 2 feet from us.
And maybe if only they were here with an incredibly huge prize pool. But either way, getting back into this game, it looks like it's a lot more even this time. Now, granted, JMxfia and Army are still in the lead. Oh, and of course the stock comes out.
That like lingered longer too because of the foresight. That might have accidentally hit. But also, it just occurred to me. I realized that JMxfia switched to R.O.B.
Ooh.
I forgot that he has a R.O.B too. Wait, his character spread is interesting to say the least with Yoshi, R.O.B, and V Brawler, but it covers a lot.
R.O.B almost died off that down there. Okay, I like that. Running off the stage, getting that jump there, and then returning back.
Something that tells me too is like you're not getting scared. Like you're not afraid to go pressure even in these situations because they've been behind most of the game.
Yeah.
This is significantly closer though.
Oh, dude!
Damn.
Wow, Army was actually incredible there. He took a step, like dash forward, plucked a Pikmin, dash forward, plucked a Pikmin, turned around, threw white at Mario, stacked up some damage, and then purple up smash, and that lingered forever.
Yeah. Very hot start for the second stock because at the first one it was it was a lot of 1v1s, but now they're all ganged up together. Double forward smash coming through, sending both of the blue team off stage. One good read. They don't go for it though. They actually, I think because Mario jumped over, they were afraid to go for that Pyra downer.
Wow, I can't believe, dude, Dizzy had to have dropped shield, probably looking for a parry or something, because there's no way that they should have caught up by that R.O.B side kick. That move, like, as long as, if you have a full shield and you shield that, you should not be getting shield from.
Yeah, ooh, actually, I think he was trying to operate to get a wall jump, maybe, but a little bit too far away. But JMxfia kind of survived for a little while. I would be so hard-pressed to think that it's going to last too much longer, though. They've been very aggressive on him.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know if JMxfia, I don't know if he actually has a R.O.B or if he's just pulling one out for game 2.
I've seen him play it before, but you're
so
not wrong. He could also just be doing it because, like, JMxfia does do that.
Yeah, sometimes he's a guy who gets into his head and he starts going like, all right, I'm going to play characters that I don't normally play because I know like regardless.
Oh, the Nair in the skies actually ended up working out. They both got sent up there off that up smash. You figure, okay, nobody died, not a big deal, but he mashed that Nair, and now it's a 2v1. They're up a game here, so.
Oh, that's a lot of damage coming out here from that white pick that's on Mario.
Yeah, and it takes every single ledge trap. Laser's going to be back. You did not just get up off ledge and just forward smash him. That I have so much respect for him just for doing that.
This is not like a bad spot to be in for Mario. Mario has the potential to combo both these characters. That was a beautiful early recovery. Oh my God!
That's crazy.
Full stage? What are you talking about?
He stays away from you.
He only runs away from you.
Even though he can literally hold forward and be at your position within 0.1 seconds.
Yep.
But one thing, the only way I believe in the yellow team to get the job done is I need to see a heavy dosage of like short hop stairs and forward airs from ZSS. That's one of the best ways to stuff out their approach.
Yeah, no, ZSS is going to be a very big factor here. But the other thing that's interesting here, too, is also seeing the difference between what KittKatt's running and then what we had from, who was it?
DoritoBandito.
Yeah, Dorito. Dorito was playing Pyra a lot, right? But here, okay, we do see Pyra out now, but we started off with Mythra. And there was just Honestly, that sounds terrifying. The combo game of like being tossed in between ZSS and Mythra just sounds awful.
Yeah, like, and that should be your point character in this team. That's who should be up close personal boxing with both Ness and Sonic. That frame data is going to be really good, but we're talking about, like we said, we've been hyping up Beasley, which we don't even need to hype him up. He's been proving it himself.
Yeah.
That's 2 KOs almost in favor of Beasley right off the bat. He's already off stage trying to go box with the Mythra.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Yep, back throw. Yeah, 100%. And, like, I get it, man. You want to try and throw that forward smash there because you're like, oh, he just got up off stage. But, like, you got to keep in mind that's Ness, and you are at high percentage. Like, there's a back throw imminent if you do not land that.
RPS becomes a different game at ledge once you're at kill percentages for Ness. You cannot afford to get grabbed, so you got to, sometimes you got to be willing to take the hit of, like, a short hop fair or an air and hope you don't die.
Yeah. Man, Kurry doing an amazing job of actually setting up a lot of things here for Beasley as well. But this is actually what I think they should be doing, right? Is Mythra should be trying to take out Sonic, and then what I need from Neon needs to be keeping Ness at bay. You've got the hitboxes, you've got your Zair. Just keep poking at them, and then let them battle on the other side.
I agree with that heavily. So I'm kind of like built into it at the beginning. Like if you are not letting Mythra or Pyra go crazy against this team, you are going to suffer the consequences. They do answer right back, but they have both taken kill percentage windows because of it, and there goes one, and another one short to follow.
Yeah, actually, I just saw the attempt for the RAR back air there, but I mean, good thing for Neon just being
RAR back air.
Yeah. What did I say?
The RAR back air.
Yeah, RAR.
Reverse aerial rush.
Yeah. Anyway.
Somebody did that to me at MomoCon. Oh, actually, it was YouTube. And I just sat there and gave the exact same look you did.
Wait, was he on comms?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I was at FPK last time. Well,
what a guy.
What a guy.
What a legend.
What a legend.
What a legend.
Currently, I mean, you basically everything you said before is just on point, man. Like there's no control happening from Neon, and Neon's trying their damnedest, but it's not enough to stop them from jumping Mythra, which is completely going to shut down your whole game plan. That is the character who's meant to box.
I just got to give it up to Kurry there for just having the reaction time to be able to throw up that back air. That was absolutely huge. Yeah. But honestly, if there's one character I think that can really do a 2v1 scenario, ZSS is probably one of the best. Because like, look at this. She's got all the mobility in the world. She's got some good kill setups if you can get them there, and she can keep people out.
Very importantly too, she has frame 1 jab to box out, and she has good positioning throws that happen fast. Yes. Obviously, you don't want to whiff your grab, but if you have to get the grab, they send far away. And so there's still an opportunity, but that's a good parry right into the up tilt. No need to go special. Beasley and Kurry take that first game.
I do want to point out that when I said ZSS is really good in a 1v2 scenario, that doesn't necessarily mean a 1 stock to 4 stock scenario.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, just
before anybody in chat starts going crazy.
Just to make that clear, look, you already know the voice, like the sound bit is already way too far away from when you said it, so it can't even be found in the clip.
Oh, dude. Oh no, you can. You can.
I believe in Steph. So right now, shout out to the chat. Take a look at everybody who is hovering around in there for DreamHack. We got a good weekend in front of us.
Yep.
Like you said before, you're going to not just see us here, but you see us all over the place throughout the weekend.
I won't be all over the place. I'll literally be 2 feet over.
No, all over the place. Because you're going to walk around the venue.
Yeah.
That counts.
Speaking of all over the place, HBox will actually be here on Sunday. We'll be on top 8 with him. That should be fun.
Yeah.
HBox, no, don't feel bad about that. HBox is a cool dude. He pays me.
No, yeah,
I get money because of things that he does.
That's going to be fun. Me and HBox will be doing top 4 for Smash Ultimate Singles. You'll catch that on Sunday. And right now, we got doubles action still happening.
Is he just showing up to cast Ultimate? I don't think he's even competing in Melee.
I'm not
I'll have to double check.
We'll check it out later. Right now, we're going to see a scenery change for a change. We just saw only PS2 prior to this point. We're going to head on over to Hollow Bastion. I could not remember for the life of me what this stage was called for a second. But I know you drown out everything that has to do with Kingdom Hearts anyway. So
I mean, I don't hate Kingdom Hearts. I just hate the fan base. It's another one of those like these guys. They think that like Kingdom Hearts music is like top 10 OSTs of all time. It's the same as those weird Persona fans. You know, they think that their music's so good. It's not that it's bad, but it's not good.
You're gonna let you bury your own grave.
Dude, I've been burying my grave for a long time. This thing's at least 40 feet deep at the moment.
That's
Nobody's
fair.
thrown any dirt on top of it.
That's fair. It's still going. And finally, Yellow Team answers back first. Good coverage from, who was that? KittKatt to get out there and get the way. Unfortunately, they don't end up making it back, and it ends up leading to a down throw forward smash. So Neon did everything they could to try and save KittKatt, but it actually ended up leading to both of them losing the stock.
That's literally like one of the worst feelings in doubles is when one opponent grabs you and then the other one forward smashes you. I don't know why. It's just, it hurts. Yeah. Like, you can't do anything about it. You just, like with
you gotta
Ness,
sit there and just hold that.
with Ness, you just gotta watch that bat smack you in the forehead. It's terrifying.
The sound effects is so brutal,
Oh,
too.
dude, some of the sound effects, yeah.
Right now, I mean, you said it before, we were typing up a lot of Beastly, but Kurry really has been like the ace of the staff. He is always setting up. He is right where he needs to be. Beastly has
Smart. Oh, no.
Oh, and they still don't get to live that, too. That was such a good idea, but they don't get to get out of that situation. So now we're looking at a 5-stock to 2.
I honestly, I love the fact that, like, you are that aware of your teammate, how they might not make it back. You went out there. It's just, it's such a shame that you just got caught up.
Yeah.
And, like, you both end up losing the stock. But I love unselfish gameplay like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about the W at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I like that, actually, that jab one may not have seemed like much, but it forces a jump because you're scared you might get grabbed, and he was getting covered by the homing attack. Yeah. Now, we mentioned before, a lot of times, you know, ZSS could... True. Menu did not include me trying... Look at that! Look! They ran that down immediately.
Yeah, dude, they literally said that. They just said, mute, go to work.
Bro, it's so bad, because, like, for K-Rool...
And look, when one of them stops feeding up K-Rool, the other one goes to get K-Rool.
It's so tough because turn up down, you get smacked away during your recovery the entire time.
Yeah.
You try to land, you get hit by fair.
Yo,
like
Lima almost had the double forward air juggles all the way to the blast. So.
Nova's somehow still alive. Not even to constantly like push a lot of target focus on the K-Rool, but this is just exactly what's going to happen. You as DReaper or DReaper needs to put in a whole lot of effort to keep him safe because he has not been able to play the game for the majority of this match.
Yep, there we go. Up smash gonna be closing that one out. And yeah, dude, these two are also just a well-oiled machine. You know that they've been good friends for a long time as well.
Yeah, like you said before, remember the action without actually interacting with each other? You're gonna get a lot of that between them. Yeah. Now, when they're popping up, though, you will see so much banter going on because they're styling on people. And for DReaper and Nova Knight, you have to stuff out that confidence somehow. Yep. And it's not happening currently. But you have to.
I thought MuteAce actually lost a stock. But no,
did too.
MuteAce is only at 65% until that hit.
Aggressive downer from ledge. If that forward smash connected, that would have taken out both of them that hit. So.
I do like that back throw that time, though, because I know a lot of K-Rules, when you got a high percentage opponent, they go for the down throw because, hey, I can close up the stock this way.
Line it up for your teammate.
Imagine getting stuck there by neutral B from Bayonetta, and then you just spend the next 3 seconds watching MuteAce run up to you.
It's like, no. I like the idea of trying to cover that. Well, finally had to take a punish for that.
Yeah, they are human, after all. I'm only human, after all. But yeah, we do see MuteAce.
Still need to go get the cowboy hat.
We do see MuteAce lose a stock. I mean, honestly, it's because if they just been playing hyper aggressive, and Nova threw out a back of the K-Rool and got the fight. Yeah, but there goes Bayonetta.
Here's one of the things that we've been seeing from the Bayos of late again. That Bayonettas now know their routes. Like,
oh my god!
It's what do you even do? What do you do? They're actually playing with their food at this point. Stops on them. People pay for that, but not for you. That one's for free. We're gonna
look at MuteAce. Look at MuteAce. Look at MuteAce right now. Lima's keeping it professional. Oh, never mind anymore.
No, I told you when they're kind of just styling, they're going to banter and laugh the whole time. Yeah. Like you feel bad on the other side of the screen. So for DReaper and Nova. There's a lot we can say, but the real reality of it is, and there's no other way to put it, you have to somehow shut down getting jumped as K-Rool.
Yeah,
and the only
honestly, I'm switching.
Yeah, I'm switching, if I'm them, because there were no moments where I felt K-Rool could play neutral because when he threw Crown, he was getting shot at, and then here comes MuteAce to go down at him.
The way I see it, like if you want to continue playing a big body, go for Bowser because he's got that tough guy armor.
Bowser would be better in this situation.
I mean,
not perfect, but better.
Yeah, no, you'd be much better, but you're absolutely not perfect. Because like MuteAce would still body a Bowser, right?
Yep.
But like you at least get to deal with a lot of the multi-hits that you're going to be seeing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they were, like, with that pause, they were talking, this is a significantly smarter decision because Game & Watch is a terrible matchup for both of them. So
I don't even think that pit was a bad choice, but obviously Diddy Kong, you get so many more options. A banana creates a huge factor for you.
Actually, the Diddy Kong surprised me a little bit here. The Game & Watch is you went from the worst matchup to their worst matchup. So this is a lot better.
But I'm not going to sit here and act like Lima has not fought against Game & Watch so many times in this matchup, like they don't know what they're doing. Yes, it might be a bad character matchup, but is it a bad player matchup? Those are two different things.
Exactly. The biggest thing is making sure you're not like up being haphazardly and that you're spacing your nairs well. Because if you aren't, they're going to cover you. But there's so much you can do to break everything up, and now it's on DReaper instead to be the one that closes out the stocks compared to like last game.
Yeah. I mean, Game & Watch can close out stocks pretty well too, especially if, we see Andy slipping on the banana because down smash, forward smash exists. So, what? Okay, barely living here. Nova's got at least one more hit in him. Oh, Lima.
I think Lima wanted a back air there, but I just did not input the bear, so still keeps it around.
But it already is looking like a much better game, though. We did see one stock disappear, and MuteAce, again, is just staying as elusive as possible, but we do see a bit of damage on Lima.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking a bit better. Does Lima give up the contractual SD? Nope, not yet.
That wouldn't even be an SD. That would just be a factor of just being hit while you're at ledge.
Yeah, that's true. But currently, once again, the real problem picture here is staring at MuteAce and realizing that 43%. That has to get solved. But you mentioned it before, even with the switch to Game Watch, it was definitely a smarter pick to be actually be able to play the game. But so far, it's been a very similar result.
That was such a weird combo between the two of them. Like, Game & Watch got popped up, and Lima double jumped bullets in mid-air. Just kind of keep them juggled there for a little bit. Like, these guys are cooking. I don't know what it is, but it is quite complicated.
Oh, I mean, they're bringing that heat, man. It's kind of hard to get around them. There's so much damage that happens. Every time you get hit, there's like a 5-piece combo inbound. And Game & Watch almost died at 61%. Doesn't get the full hit of back air. That would have killed Lima, but instead Lima gets to stay around for a little longer.
Yep. I can't believe Lima's still alive here. That's actually just insane.
Sitting at 147, even after getting in front of them a whole bunch. Lima being very careful right in front of Banana. You obviously don't want to rush right at it. It's a bait.
Oh.
What even? Oh, there was Game Watch. Okay. I was like, why did he get lit on fire? So I just keep attack. So
he just torched his own teammates behind.
But you're going to be in a hot seat after this one, after you got to talk to your teammate about it, because things aren't looking the way you would hope, but that's a majority of it. This is the #1 seed overall in the tournament, and
for a very good reason.
Yeah, you can see why. The communication is through the roof between these two. That's going to be a swift punish on that down smash. Now DReaper's all alone.
We wouldn't get 6 stock.
We wouldn't get 6 stock.
Because I play Incineroar, and I absolutely have a stock at this point.
Something
is going to take us back.
Something is going to kill.
But honestly, I can't even fault DReaper or Nova Knight because like these two are very well oiled. They're very good at the game. Like you watch a lot of the intricacies of them like working together. It is so crazy.
Once again, Palu getting worse. No, it's everybody figured it out because Palu has been the character
to
deal with from the start.
He did get a little worse.
A little bit, but like,
it's not doom and gloom like other Palutenas might make you believe.
Yeah, Palu v Incineroar.
Basic
shenanigans.
Were hilarious. Don't even get me started on that.
That was such a funny time.
And then we finally got Louis winning a major, right? And I'm like, cool. I don't want to hear anything about.
Well, it was also after SkyJ went and beat. Who was it? Who was it again that he beat to get that spot?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it was Louis. Actually.
Oh yeah, he beat Louis.
Yeah, he beat Louis. So the allegations of Incineroar being better were not being held.
I tell people all the time, Incineroar is bad. SkyJ is very good.
No, we're not doing this
Dude,
again. We're not doing this
you
again.
can't sit here and tell me that SkyJ does not make that character so much better than he really is.
I'm telling you, Incineroar's a high tier.
He's not a high tier.
He is a high tier character.
He still makes Incineroar better.
Bottom of high tier.
He still makes Incineroar better.
But SkyJ is also crazy, yes. But right now, that is Broken being escorted up the top of the building and MBD taking literally no damage. What the hell did he tech off of? Was there a block there? That had to have been a block. That happened so fast I didn't see the block.
I feel like Minecraft and Animal Crossing kind of go hand in hand.
Kind of.
I feel like that's a crossover.
That'd be a pretty free crossover. DJDon is also a problem. He's very young. I think he's like 13 or 14,
Yeah.
this kid's got a lot of potential.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can tell that they're young because they're playing Steve. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't really have a rebuttal. It's like, yeah.
But right now, yeah, not looking too bad at all. And honestly, yeah, they're playing well, still maintaining.
167 on the side blast on a pound. That was a DI right to the corner.
Well, that's because forward tilt from Snake is really bad.
Okay, all right, so I want to fight that argument all the time, and then stuff like happens.
And you're like, oh man,
I
maybe he knows what he's talking about.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
Broken as he's about to only have one in a second because he's kind of been getting cooked up, taking a lot of straight hit damage. MVD's just kind of been smothering him. Dakpo has barely had to fight him. It's mostly been MVD just beating him down.
I mean,
as he dies.
Yeah, Tekno's been doing a great job actually of kind of breaking up and also building up a lot of damage on the two of them. This is by no means is this an easy matchup.
No.
Like either way.
I can't believe that back air didn't connect when he tried to go after the Diddy Kong dog. That's
wow.
That's right. So literally, like any character that has a teleport type recovery or something like that has to go around those blocks.
Why did Tekno do that? You know he's sitting there on the other side of the.
Oh, DJDon.
Yeah.
You tripped me up. It's like,
oh, sorry.
Tekno?
I don't know why I said Tekno. Sorry, my bad. Happy birthday, Tekno.
Happy birthday, Tekno.
But yeah, DJDon, why did he set up those blocks the way he did?
Well, so it stopped. So the reason why he puts it at the top is because Palu could go up and tripped over and land on the top.
They're on the same
block.
team.
But it killed Palu.
They're on the same team. The Palu is on the team with the Steve.
Oh, yeah. He was trying to go after Dakpo. I can't believe I forgot. That was so dude, he placed it so well. I thought they were on opposing teams.
You're right. No, he definitely edge guarded a Palutena really well. I keep saying this to you, and you're like, yeah, but this. I'm like, they're on the same team, AJ.
Dude, for a second,
the
way that was played, I thought they were on opposite teams. Well, it sure seems like it right now. DJDon is doing his own thing up on the top platform while Broken's getting jumped. Dakpo's sitting at 164%. I can't believe that took me that long to figure out which
I can't stand you.
So game number 2 is looking like it's on the horizon because unless Broken can pull off the 2v1 here, but this is definitely one of the more difficult teams to do so.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of rage though. So honestly, if you could find a way to close out Snake here, honestly, if you like get a back throw into a back air, that could quite possibly close out a stock. But then you just have to play against it. Look at Dakpo.
Dakpo is quite literally waiting for what he did. If you hit MVD, I'm gonna throw the banana at you and break it up. Like I'm not gonna. There's no reason for me to do anything. Monkey flip puts that onto you, and well, GG's. That's game number 1. MVD knew exactly where the camera was. As it stood, she immediately looked over like, y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? I'm still him.
Beating Steve.
I mean, hey,
Beat Steve looked at the camera and said, "What can I say? Except you're welcome."
I can't wait to see him in the live action movies.
Didn't he use that song for Top 8 as CEO?
He did. Yes, he did.
I love it, dude. I love it.
He absolutely embraced it. But I don't know what the approach is going into game 2. For one, don't edge guard your teammate.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one.
Don't do that. Also, I think a big part of it was
that was the issue. They played Alex last time.
Enderman. Enderman is the problem.
Getting the Enderman counter pick. All right.
So one thing that did happen is obviously you want Steve to be in the back kind of mining, getting himself resourced up. But Broken was not winning the 2v1s majority of the time. He was actually kind of getting pieced up a little bit.
Yep.
You need to play in a range that's close enough to help him, which I think DJDon is realizing this game. I thought he might die for a second.
That was one of the most American air dodges I've seen in a long time. That's literally just what it comes down to. Against an American hero like Snake as well. We salute you.
You know what? Actually, that's going to get you a pay raise here in Texas.
So like, no, what happened is they hit DJDon with that, and DJDon said, "Thank you for your service," and an air dodged in.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, currently Until's not going to kill just yet. Broken definitely doing at least a lot better at dealing with Dakpo because Dakpo was kind of allowed to just just exist. We saw it on the last stock before, but he wasn't really getting pressured much. Now Dakpo just throwing banana in, covering ledge.
Yeah. I can't even call DJDon there. I didn't see that C4 either, so.
It's hard to notice where C4 is.
Especially with all this going on.
Yeah. Like, not even just with that, but you 2v2s, you got banana around, you got blocks around, there's so much going on, you have to watch out for minecart, and then you just completely forget. Well, DJDon and Broken looking a lot better. Broken already, you know, he's sporting the best lead, not just the MVD is, but he hasn't lost his first stock yet.
Yep. There we go, not able to make it back. Oh, geez, that was actually a really bad commentator. That was a really bad one.
He hasn't lost his stock yet. My fault, Chip.
Bro, what's going on?
Okay, all right. Okay.
He was at 1%. He ran off stage.
I don't really know.
I don't know either.
That was an extended commentator just, I guess. But Broken currently giving that
really
one up.
Bad. Yeah, you cursed him double. Either way, though.
Well, GG. I don't know. Like this is a bad spot to say the least. 150% still on. Both of them do die. So you are still in the game. You just need to make sure DJDon gets a lot of mileage out of this stock.
That was actually a super huge forward smash. They actually really needed that, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot better this time. DJDon, like we said before, he's kind of boxing with him. He's staying up close.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. MVD is going to continue to go up high. Dakpo coming in, providing some additional support as well. So that's pretty good. Barrels are in play!
I was actually wondering where they were because that could have helped him maybe get back in, but he had to focus on recovering. That 2-frame from up smash is very easy to hit on Diddy Kong.
Yep.
All right.
Wow, they got the lead all of a sudden.
And DJDon picked it up. It's not like, even though he just died right there, you already got rid of MVD when you were, like, they were both at a pretty fresh stock. So the game is very doable all of a sudden, Skip.
Yeah. You know, it's still doable. This is Steve.
It is still very doable.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that definitely was let rip a little too early, but that was a nice little setup.
I kind of was hoping that they would get like more people like push off stage and just step down and then forward air from stake. That would have been a great way to close it out. Now all of a sudden you don't have a place to hide unless he just hits his teammate with a Nikita, and now you can land back on stage. That is
so funny.
I forgot because you're looking at Yoshi and Olimar going up against a very weird comp to get in on. Getting through both Steve and R.O.B, as anyone, is already tough enough. But Steve and R.O.B are both really good at grounding Yoshi and killing off the Pikmin without engaging them.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see how this plays out right now. I feel like R.O.B is definitely a tough spot here. But I mean, Kazma, I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, like we said before, if you're making it decently into pools, like this has got to be a qualifier to make it into the next round, I'm sure. Because two ways of pools.
Wait, is that a thing? Can you hold shield and move shield around and it pops the Pikmin off?
Yes.
I have no idea. Oh, because I just
okay.
I saw Kazma stop shield and he went like this.
So the credibility to why I'm going to say that you probably didn't know that is because we used to have so many Olimars.
Yeah.
But now we have like 2. So it's not something you get to see too often.
Well, it's also sometimes just easier to throw out a hitbox. Yeah,
usually. I think the only reason why not is because in doubles, they're more inclined to get hit while trying to smack them off.
That's fair.
So at least stay defensive. But right now, this
that's so crazy.
It's a very close game. Like kind of across the board here. 125 sitting onto Trey 5. He's just going in.
I mean, I don't blame Trey 5. I mean, you got Diamond on deck right here too. Yep. Currently rocking some iron tools. And still, Kazma's no joke either. I mean, I know we've been talking about everybody else here, but Kazma's not a joke player. This guy's actually very good. Pretty much in the land of the R.O.B. There's a lot of good R.O.Bs out in Texas.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's facts.
It's like if you're from the South, you have to have a R.O.B. Because like Florida's got some good R.O.Bs too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, actually, pretty much everything on the South side is just a bunch of good R.O.B players, and they've been terrorizing Texas for a good amount of time. Yeah. But Trey 5, everybody parried that somehow. But JMxfia refusing to give up the stock, and majority of their KOs on trying to get rid of him have been upwards. Yoshi's not going to die that easy going off the top.
Hey, playing stock tank is just as important, right? Yeah. You can still get in there, get your hits, but then also play defensively, and it just allows like for your other teammate, honestly, to play a bit more aggressive. So I'm going to be honest here, Olimar's going to be doing a lot more damage, I think, across the board than Yoshi is. Yeah. So.
I mean, like you said, like as long as you're still in the game and you're not taking SSBU damage, you're gonna get it done. And we hyped up Army for good reason. Army has been around for a while. He's very aggressive when he needs to be, and he will go out there and seek out the stocks.
All right. Ooh, that was a big setup against the trade. This is where things get a little bit scary. There goes Steve. And it's one of those situations where if I'm Kazma, I might have just wanted to rather hold on to that stock for Steve, just because Steve can play more defensive. He's got these crazy burst options. Oh, that was really unfortunate.
Yeah, he ended up getting sent a little bit too low, so even an air dodge up wouldn't have killed. So he just decided down B, I'm just going to get back into the game. There's no reason to stay away.
Yep.
Purple Pikmin will get the job done. So, you know, we talked about it earlier, JMxfia and Army, one of the teams that need to be keeping a close eye on. And they're continuing to do exactly that.
Yep. Yeah, they're doing very, very well here.
Oh, wait, wasn't JMxfia also on Evil? He
might have been. For
yeah,
a bit.
that might this team up would make a lot more sense with that too, because I think JMxfia was also on the Evil crew. Shout out again to the Evil crew. The main reason why I keep hyping him up is A, I like some players on that, Lonesome, and also is my boy Nelvin, who's at home. One of the reasons why I knew Diddy was the problem for a long time, because that man will not stop playing that character. Doesn't matter how good or bad he is, but he's never been bad. But the buffs to F tilt, we didn't need that. We did not need that hit in the low ledge. We could have lived our lives.
If only Sakurai was a Diddy main, we'd have a very bad Diddy.
Well, that's a 50% KO on the Army. So good. Trey 5 just struck gold with that. Like, you could not have asked for an earlier kill.
Okay. Well, right now, yeah, definitely looking a little bit rough, but I mean, we do see Trey 5 with a lot of damage on him. Oh, there we go. Lands in there. All right, yeah, both teams kind of just holding on to their own respective sides here. I do like landing with that, that back air, and all of a sudden, JMxfia is not able to make it back.
It's kind of like scary to approach into, because the blue team thrives off of having the lead. Like, anybody would love to have the lead, but the blue team is so much better with it because they force your approach. But Army and JMxfia even as well, they minimize the damage after that really early KO that happened. So this is not far away, even with that early spike.
Oh, they had all the pressure to put down on Kazma, just did not go for it.
Yeah. Kind of like, I'm kind of surprised at how aggressive JMxfia is still being in those positions too. Like, I'm not really, but it's so risky.
Because it's JMxfia,
yeah, because if you accidentally overstep, you miss Steve, he's gonna put a block in your way, and your double jump is gonna get eaten up by that.
Yep.
And you can't afford to have that happen.
Oh, okay, there we go. It's definitely getting a little bit worrisome here. We might be seeing a game 3 popping out just a little bit.
An early spike now playing.
Whoa!
Oh, what a save! What a save! Got in there while the active hitbox was going to break him up with that down air. So it's not like it would have been too bad, but it would have been a decent amount of damage.
Oh my God, he made that back. I hate this character. Why did they bring gliding back?
It's actually, you know, we were talking about that game 3, but blue team all of a sudden actually at both at kill percentages. Trey 5 sitting at 120. One good back air from Yoshi or one good forward air from Olimar.
Yep.
We might be talking about one stock piece.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking too bad, but it's okay. He's gonna be able to live there.
He
lived,
dude. He snuck in that blue right underneath the purple. I didn't even notice that he had blue on deck, but that was purely Town and City keeping that up throw alive.
Yeah, that is actually a little bit unfortunate here. But honestly, this isn't bad. It's just for green team. It's just like, okay, we have to not get hit here, and then we'll be fine.
They have definitely been minimizing it for sure. Because even if one of these two goes down and that share stock happens, you're essentially in the same spot. And that is perfect. He got the spike, and now Trey 5 has to fight alone. And he just stuck in the white Pikmin under that too. So damage is building up, Skip.
Yeah, but the position here now with Steve having to take out 2 stocks with your opponent's both being really low is not a bad position for Steve at all. There goes one. And now, oh wait, he had 2 stocks? I thought it was 1 stock apiece. Oh my goodness, excuse me.
Yeah, no, that's the only reason why I was like a bit confident in that. Like, they were avoiding the share stock. JMxfia minimizing the damage, and Trey 5 can absolutely still make this work if he can get rid of Army, but he has to get through the hit first, and there's the minecart. So it is not undoable, because we're actually at an even game now.
I mean, Steve is the sortie.
Steve on Town and City with forward smash kills Yoshi anywhere near that ledge. So JMxfia has to be very careful.
And but basically Steve is also a sortie, and Yoshi struggles with sorties. So we'll definitely see. I mean, he's not as bad as other sorties are, but
it's that same presence of mind you have to have because of something like that. Do it again. I'm not even gonna say you won't, because you definitely will do it one more time. He tried to set him up. He wanted that ground bounce out of the box so he could get a buck. Dude, JMxfia cannot get in. Like, he literally can't find an opening, and you can't punish that for some
Oh, he has
reason.
him. Oh!
Why not? I mean, actually, you get the extra damage out of that, but not committing to up smash on the air dodge read that actually keeps this game going.
Yeah, dude, JMxfia is trying to play a little bit of mind games here, and I think it's because he knows the situation he's in, so he'd rather just be putting as much pressure as he can onto Tray 5 to see if he can get him to slip up.
Yeah. Back, oh, God, the block in the way. That would have been game in many other situations, but you're at the back air fish window. Like, you don't really have true combos anymore as Yoshi. After this point, this is the dead zone for Yoshi, which is normally where they begin to struggle here.
All right, 2 eggs. Yeah, you can tell how careful he's being here, too. And Tray 5 knows how nervous he feels right now, too. He's trying to back up. He's trying to make sure he has his spacing. And there it is.
Finally made the mistake. We are talking about the top 2 finishers of last year's DreamHack and also just contenders to win the whole thing in MuteAce and Lima. But do not sleep on the fact that Beastly and Kurry could potentially pull an upset here.
Yeah. We'll definitely see how it plays out. I mean, these are both very good characters as it is. Ness is a very good doubles character in general. We've seen it plenty of times. Also just a very popular character in general.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Texas also has quite a few Ness players as well. I mean,
shout
I feel
out
like
to Austin, by the way.
I think he's like kind of retired now.
He is, and I'm sad about it because he is easily one of my favorite Nesses to watch because he just went for the most absurd punishes that you knew shouldn't work, but he would land them.
Yeah. And then what? No, Foe's from Vegas.
Foe's Vegas, yeah.
Either way.
This whole region has a ton of them. Actually, KittKatt is from near the area, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So right now, though, MuteAce and Lima holding a very large percent lead on the first stock. They do. The blue team does have plenty of kill power, but they actually have to get the hits in first, and that is not coming by easy.
Yeah, red team definitely struggling here a little bit. Look at that, afterburner kick, calling out the spin dash. Definitely a bit of a rough spot here. And now you got to deal with, the machine of ledge trapping there.
Dude, if I see MuteAce at roll distance coverage while Lima's empty jumping in front of me, I feel so wrong about every decision that's coming in front.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily for Sonic, you can make many different routes. I kind of got scared for a second. That would have killed Daisy.
Right now, okay, gets that out of there. Forward smash, just putting him off stage. Oh, okay, I like that. You went for the up air because you knew it would connect, even though it didn't take the stock. I mean, it was certainly close, though.
And actually positioned himself just far enough away to not get punished by Kurry.
Yeah. And that's actually one thing I really got to hand to Beastly and Kurry. They are doing an amazing job of extending these stocks right now. 171 on Ness, that's crazy.
And we mentioned it in their previous set too. They're always there to help each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've seen a single time where, even though the first stocks are potentially going to both fall to the red team, they are coordinated. And even right there, like they had one shot to potentially get Lima being reckless. Lima didn't do it, but they had a lot of good option coverage going.
Ooh, but I mean, Kurry was really close to actually getting that forward smash on the Lima to close out that stock.
Yep.
They still have a chance to even things up here without taking too much pressure. It's just a matter of keeping Lima, or just getting Lima on stage so you can close out the stock.
Yeah.
That's the big issue.
I mean, even look at where we're at now. We were if you told me the way this started that we would be looking at red team evening up the set count with stock without being at 100% on the second stock, I probably wouldn't have believed you, but they have evened it up very well.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job recognizing when they're in trouble, and also these catches too.
That's a bad spot. Oh, there he goes again. Like, even though he's missing it, Kurry's always there to try and go help. But for MuteAce is just always sharking. If you burn all of your defensive resources, I will be right here to punish you for it.
Yep, and I like that. Lima was able to find a way out of that and try to get it back here to punish the down throw. I mean, it didn't get it, but the fact that Lima's sitting there looking for a way to get a punish at any point in time is also very impressive.
Yeah, they went past the ball there. Originally, it was Ness trying to fight MuteAce, but they've switched it up now. They've gone the other way. So far, it hasn't panned out too poorly, but Lima is just refusing to get hit a ton after that first stock.
Yep, yeah, this is definitely looking a little bit tough here. We do get one back air. Oh, Kurry way off stage. Okay, there we go. That just looks like it sucks.
It does suck, dude. And like, not only was Lima avoiding so much, but that one individual throw that they made a mistake on to separate Mute killed Lima after such a great defensive stock. That's why
I know.
Dude,
but like, just Sonic spinning on you, you got all those quills drilling in your body, and then you get your head.
Oh, dude, physically, that is one of the most painful combinations of moves that you can feel as a human.
Yeah.
Right now, Ness is going to die because that does the jump rip, but he made an attempt to try and go help him, but he couldn't commit to using his own up air to try and like get him back. So once Sonic uses his up B, you have to go back to ledge.
I was actually really hyped about that too. Lima threw, I don't know, I wouldn't say Lima threw away the stock, but they ensured that there was no way that Bisu was going to be able to make it back. So they ended up like going all the way down there with him and then realizing that there was another stock for them to play with. But dude, yeah, I can't imagine being rolled over by Sonic, man.
I don't want to imagine.
Honestly, thank God hedgehogs aren't real, you know?
Yeah, it's not actually a real animal whatsoever. Forward throw won't be, of course, not the kill throw option, but committing to back throw will get you killed, and also committing that hard to the edge guard is going to get you killed too. There's there's the last we talked about before.
God.
Like, look at that menacing look about like that lap. They are dying over there, and that was a close game. But
hey, will you two keep it together?
I'm telling you, it's the same thing as.
Did you see MuteAce? They went.
Lima, control yourself.
Yeah, they're out here having a great time. Friendship won't last when they get the singles.
No, that's where it all goes away. But we're gonna be seeing Incineroar coming up here. Okay, so
honestly, good pick.
I don't disagree with it because Incineroar is really good at whiff punishing Bayo, not necessarily hunting down Bayo, but if Bayo uses all of her resources or does a bad ABK, you are now in the wheelhouse of Incineroar.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have the constant booming hitbox / projectile way to cover the stage, but the fact that you've got Incineroar, who's just an absolute monster at closing out stocks, especially in these scenarios, is so terrifying. Yeah, like, fighting MuteAce is going to be a problem. I honestly don't think fighting Bayonetta with Incineroar is really that bad.
Yeah, I think I'm wondering if it has something to do with like how overwhelmingly scary it was for Ness to recover almost every time.
Probably.
So even though Incineroar doesn't have like the greatest recovery in the world, at least if you're going to have them chasing you like that, you can box with them with much better kill power.
Yeah. Yo, that SDI? Did you see that?
Dude, he like melted out of that. Like
he moved forward every shot. He said, "I'm going to come get you." Like there's a difference between me and 50 Cent. I will come get you.
Bro, you did not get shot 9 times and ran right at the target. That's crazy. Nair to Nair just kind of break things up. MuteAce sitting at 123, but if you look closely at Beastly and Kurry again, they've had a majority of the leads so far. Skip. This instant pick is looking good. And also Kurry has just been playing like amazing.
Honestly,
I don't know how many more compliments I can give to him, but Kurry has been playing incredible. Up until that point where he made one mistake, he got back here.
Yep, that was a little bit of a scary spot there for Beastly. I felt like they could have put more pressure on him off stage, but yeah, huge setup.
Dude, down throw into freaking tipper F tilt.
Dude, I tell people all the time. I tell people all the time, Incineroar forward tilt is just another smash attack. It's another smash attack.
100%. That's actually not even capped.
He has 2 forward smashes.
There's so much KO power for Incineroar, and it's covering these landings too from Mute. Mute is actually struggling to get down for a chain. Put your shield up yet. Don't get caught in the middle of that alone whip. That is another lead, and Beastly is still holding on to all 3 stocks. You might die, dude! All right, Beastly, do not switch. Please, I don't think I need to tell you that, but do not switch after this game.
Hey, listen, there's one thing about this Incineroar, right? And you just got to read the tag. That's it. It is Beastly, straight up, man. They are an absolute menace here. And that's the thing, is like a lot of people, they think Incineroar struggles in XYZ stuff, and he does, right? But it just in doubles, a lot of that just goes away because he just gets to stand there and be a wall.
Yeah, you can mitigate movement speed issues when you have another teammate with you. And that
teammate
just so happens to be Sonic, yeah.
All right, got a weird alone whip on the teammate, but there you go. That up smash, also one of the best up smashes in the game, by the way.
Perfectly executed too, because Lima just used 2 specials. You know that's gonna be a lot of end lag. Mute not willing. Look, don't put yourself through the problem of wasting your time and energy trying to fight that that match back. Just go to the next game.
Yep. Honestly, super smart stuff. It's funny, they said, oh, they're going to laugh after they beat us. I'm bringing up Incineroar.
Yeah, they IRL taunted, and they just got smacked up. Like, and I think Lima probably should not be the one to try and fight the Incineroar. Like, Lima was...
It should definitely 100% be
yeah.
MuteAce.
Oh, and they're going to go Palu. So you're going to go Palu as the answer. I do kind of like the idea of Palu as the answer, but, like, normally in 1v1s, the Peach is going to do just fine.
Yeah.
But here...
This covers a lot more base.
You're going to ground both Sonic and Incineroar with this.
Yeah, this will definitely be a bit of a tough one here. Just that Nair alone, like, again, Incin does not do bad in a matchup against Palutena, right? No. But it can be a very rough time.
Yeah, I think a majority of, like this right here, ledge trapping or trying to short hop pressure, you have to now respect back air and Nair for Palu. What does that do? That lets Lima get in. That's the problem they did not solve last game.
Yep.
Peach was not quick enough to do it, and let alone turnips were not fast enough to do it either.
Okay, that's huge. Got to find a way to pin down MuteAce here, though. Oh, this is big.
Die.
Oh,
Lima with the. If Lima doesn't do that, you already know. Revenge in that forward smash, there is a world where you died there.
Lima is incredibly clutch in that situation. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Shooting out the bullets out of holding the attack to make sure they connected, that was insane.
Good execution right there. Big down air punish into the Darkest Lariat. So that's going to allow you to get a 2v1 over on the Mute, but they actually choose to switch targets to go right back after Lima.
Yep. All right, here we go. Again, big damage still on the board here. And it was a rough spot here for Beastly to get started. But honestly, I don't think this is even a bad play either. You know, you put the pressure on Incineroar and just make him struggle with his terrible movement.
I'm so glad he recognized that because he was about to get off that platform. Like, he realized, repositioned, got that up smash, and MuteAce was not fast enough to stop it. Dead even game right now. Like, you know, send it in chat. We actually got a set right now. And if I remember correctly, Skip, I'm fairly certain this is only best of 3 because I think it's only winners losers grands for doubles that are top, best of 5.
Could be the case here. We'll definitely see how that plays out. Now it's just a matter of getting onto the stage. I like that. Sporty going to get caught up in the up smash.
That is such a scary situation for Incin to get out of. Like, you commit to a low if you're getting punished. Neutral get up, you're getting hit.
This is so terrifying. They forward smash the first one, forward tilted the second.
Up air, man, dude, up air is so good and just covering, but Lima won't be able to kill him in that position. There's no world where Incineroar will die there, but Beastly going from last game with 3 stocks down to 1, but it's Kurry who has switched it.
Oh, geez, yep, this is part of the problem with Incineroar. He is a bigger body. He's got a bit of weight to him, and he doesn't float too much. He doesn't, like, fall too fast, so he's perfect for these team combos. Yeah,
and Lima recently realizing, too, like, it's a lot easier to get that kill off the top than we used to think. You know, shouts to Bloom again for pretty much kind of capitalizing on that heavy. Now you are actually not so bad. That alone would have actually helped them a ton.
Yep, and they're going to come in with that dash attack there, too, helping out your teammate. And this could very well even up very quickly.
Dude, they just hit them 4 times straight without getting checked for it. They do finally lose ledge. Lima's going after him. Of course, you're going to be able to get away with that spring. MuteAce not really sure which target to go after. He's just focused on Beastly.
Yep. Now, MuteAce is doing the right thing here, trying to bully the big body as you can.
Yep. Keep him uncomfortable. Make sure you're staying right on top of him because if Incineroar is allowed to move, you're going to have trouble.
Just with the amount of like multi-hits between the 2 characters here, you know, with Palutena and Bayonetta, it can really put Incineroar into a tough jungle position every time. He's got to hit him first.
Don't do something that negative on shield. You go and put F-tilt there, you're gonna suffer for it. Incin, here's the thing. That's 145 on Palu and 98. Like, if you could find a hit like that, bro, I swear he took those intentionally to make it look like he wasn't going to get punished and then just snuck that out. You're dying here, though. No, he doesn't!
This is doable. Dude, this is so doable. You have no idea.
Dude!
Yep.
Beastly might make this happen.
We all know about the Palutena versus Incin debate.
Yo, Skip, okay, look. You are actually not winning the allegations if there's another time where Incin goes and clutches it out against Palu.
Dude, he's just got the clutch factor built in. It's called revenge.
He's reading this role. Oh,
he said,
double jump. Oh
he
my
said
God.
Curry's gone. Beastly must rise.
Yep. Mute is playing so afraid right now. Beastly is popping off one more good punish at ledge. Good tech.
Oh, geez, yeah, this is terrifying. But a dash attack, a pretty good spot to be in. And now it's just a matter of trying to put Incineroar into disadvantage like this. And you might be able to do enough here. He's got to keep that pressure up.
No tri-state shuffle attempt. You don't want to put yourself right behind Incineroar like that. That's shield poke ranges. He's just empty jumping to try and find that back air.
Dude, MuteAce loves doing empty hops. There's nothing there. Okay, that's fine. Apps are going to be okay. You just kind of get him off stage.
Okay.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, dude.
Oh, that's it! That's it! Beastly did it! Beastly, after all of the laughter that they had at game 1. Aura ceiling, max aura, Lucario, and Brawl Smash 4 was funny.
Yes.
Yo, actually,
yes.
Yo, Black Dragon, I agree with that heavy. I really wish they didn't do that. Also, dropped ball opportunity. I think all of those transformation characters were a free chance to do Echo Fighters. Charizard X, MuY, Mewtwo X, whatever. What the hell is it? Mega Lucario. Obviously, don't make him as strong as that, but that's job opportunity. Anyways, though, other side of winner semis here, we got MVD and Dakpo for JMxfia and Army. Honestly, I know we say this all the time because like we don't want to be too biased about stuff. I legitimately don't know who I want to win. Like I don't know who's going to win it for that matter. I feel like MVD and Dakpo probably have the better history.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's gonna be a good winners finals either way.
Yeah. No matter what, we have a W sitting in winner side.
Yeah, both these teams have been doing very well of actually setting up some crazy team combos, and not even just combos, but just scenarios where one of them gets a setup. Like this right here. We got the C4 on the monkey, and that monkey's on a mission here.
We saw it earlier, man. You get monkey flip one time. No!
Sometimes it be your own. We got friendly fire on the stage right now. Man down! Man down, man down.
Oh, man, he got a little bit too excited watching the sticky grenade over on the Halo side. Like, wait, hold up. Let me try that. But right now, JMxfia, we talked about it in the previous matches. He has been an absolute nightmare to get kills on, like, throughout the set. He may drop the first one in the early game, but then he becomes such a problem to kill later.
All right, yep, all that down air pressure on the shield. Man, down air from Yoshi is still such a crazy move, too. And the fact that you can, like, combo up into it and then it will kill off the top is absolutely insane.
Yeah. Dude, like, being able to navigate around the overall damage that gets put on you from Olimar is one thing, but then having to watch as you're trying to break them off and Yoshi's hovering near you with an egg or just that down air is you take like 60 by blinking.
All right.
Army refuses to give up that first one so far, 139%. Meanwhile, MVD is, I don't know what has been going on with him, but he's been getting pieced up. MVD is sitting up at 121%. Dakpo's also on his last stock as well.
Here we go, another up smash, man. Yeah, dude, JMxfia has really been on top of his conversions here. Anytime a player is doing something they shouldn't be, he's right there, putting the boots down on him. Yoshi got some big boots.
He do. Big old feet, big old nose, big old head, but not a lot of thought going on in it. And currently, he's got a lot of thought going on behind that jab block, completely destroying Dakpo's stock. Yep. MVD, he's been clutch many times in 2v2s, but we're talking about 4 stocks here. It's very difficult task.
All right, there we go. Dash and attack. He's trying to stay alive here. All right, rough scenario. He choked Yoshi like 4 times, and Army just watched him, and then he threw him down, so he had to jump over, hit him away, grabs Yoshi again, and continues to choke
I'm not going to lie, intrusive thoughts went through on Army right there. It's like, go ahead, finish the job, bro.
You know what? I hate fighting this character, too.
You got it. MVD is making this happen currently. Snake does live for a very long time, but that's not going to be enough. It's very difficult to try and avoid that many hits for that long, but MVD was making it work. We're going to see point go in favor of JMxfia and Army. We were talking about this, I don't know how many times we got to bring it up, but this is one of the teams that might have floated under the radar for a few people when they looked at this.
Oh, yeah.
But this is very much one of the cases where you should not be surprised at all to see them sitting here 1 game away from winning finals.
100%, man. And it's just it's one of those things you got to check yourself, especially after game 1 here. I mean, MVD and Dakpo, they are not unfamiliar in the position that they're in. That was a strong game 1. That was a very strong game 1 from JMxfia and Army. But I would not be surprised if we end up going to a game 3. So
Yeah, I definitely could see that happening. I mean, the way MVD was picking it up at the end after MVD kind of got steamrolled for a little bit there at the start, but it looked like he woke up, which is a bad thing for anyone. Once MVD starts picking it up and he is no longer trying to play like passive, he will outbox the majority of people in 2s. That's why him and ESEM are so dangerous.
Yeah.
So we'll see what their adjustments are. Dakpo and MVD not really talking too much. I think they've already kind of said what they needed to say. And actually, they're just waiting for the bans. JMxfia and Army having a real hard time figuring out what they want to ban against them.
I mean, I don't blame them, because this is like, I mean, you don't want to go down into the loser side of things. So.
I mean, FD, even with Olimar on your team, I don't really want to give Snake and Diddy FD, so that's an automatic ban for me.
Yeah.
So that's why we end up at Kalos. So I think what they were trying to do is maybe they were debating, do we go town or do we not go town? Do we let them have town? And I think they probably removed it, which is why we're going to go to Kalos. MVD has always been very successful on this stage too. Snake lives forever. It's a flat stage, but also you now opened up that flat stage for Diddy Kong, so this might be a bit better.
I feel like, I feel this is much better. Diddy Kong's like very solid on this stage too, because he also gets access to the wall there, so if he recovers low, he could still find a way to survive a little bit here. It's not a bad stage for the other 2 characters, but like I feel like this favors MVD and Dakpo way much more.
Yeah, the biggest thing that happens to Yoshi here is that Yoshi has to go into back air mode a lot earlier because of the high ceilings, and it's harder to line up egg toss at the ledge for that perfect spike. But you're not going to be getting that too often in twos anyways, so you can kind of give that up for that situation compared to fighting on just regular FD.
Yeah. Okay, trying to get that edge guard in motion here. Actually, yeah, right now not looking too bad for JMxfia and Army at all.
No, 109%. He's going to get that kill right on target. And Force Smash is going to take everyone out. But to be honest, I'm willing to take that kill at that percent against Snake, even if I accidentally hit my teammate.
I'm going to be honest, I think Army was in the middle of up smashing.
He might have been, actually.
Like, he started it. And you know, it could have been one of those things where, like, hey, I know the up smash isn't going to kill. Can you go ahead and do this so we can get this stock out of here?
Yeah.
Like, I lose a stock. I'm already at a high percentage, but that's whatever.
Well, Snake does not lose out on any kill power ever because that up tilt, even on this stage, is still going to kill around 120-ish without even worrying about it. So, very good start here for the green team compared to the previous match because they were, I'm pretty sure around this point in time, they were already down to their last stock on Dakpo.
Ooh, that was, I think, a C4 that split, or may have been a grenade. Uh-oh, that's a big stock, yep. Oh, no! I keep forgetting we're on Kalos.
That's legitimately the only reason why.
I hate Kalos.
Heavy / Incineroar player. You know what? I honestly hate Kalos too. So, but I love the way it looks. So it's kind of hard for me to.
Oh, it looks great.
It is a phenomenal looking stage, but I wish we could play on Northern Cape.
Okay, so like, if honestly, if they just made the stage, like, if the platforms were like small Battlefield, I would have loved this stage. But it's not. And so Mega Man gets a can't meet for free.
That's actually very true. Well, right now, I mean, Dakpo and like, this is a completely even game. Dakpo and JMxfia, I meant to say, both sitting at 100-ish, so they're not going to die at the moment, but now we're approaching that Snake up tilt percentage. And Army has not been able to save him a ton. He's actually been trying to get in the middle of it, and Dakpo's just shutting it down. Yeah. Or MVD, excuse me.
Oh, there goes the C4, closing out another stock here. And again, I mean, we got MVD and Dakpo taking a strong lead, and as much as I thought that they were just going to kind of run over JMxfia and Army on this stage, it is still very, very close because we can see two stocks disappear for green very, very fast.
Yeah, the archetype of these teams is actually so much more similar than I expected. You know, obviously Snake is completely about stage control domination, but Yoshi in the aerial space has just been controlling that entirely. And up B out of shield won't be enough to go and sneak over towards Army, but Army is struggling on the ledge.
Yep. We got that C4 exchange. Is it in the helmet? How did he manage that? Whoa! That was the sunny side up, I'm pretty sure. He hit him with the egg.
Cracked him right on the dome, and now all of a sudden you're sitting at 33 for sure.
And now it's really funny because they keep transferring the C4 odds to each other.
It's just going to blow up
It's going to blow up at any random time.
Yeah, so this is the worst game of hot potato you could ever have to deal with at this point.
All right, there it goes.
Okay, all right, so we're good. Army's still sitting at 125, but now he's dead. 1v1 situation here to try and keep the winner's side bracket hope alive, or JMxfia and Army back-to-back. Yep. Upsets, technically, in terms of seeding.
Oh, Yoshi with a banana. What will he do? Toss it off stage. Okay, I like that landing there. Toss the banana
That
up.
covers so many options.
It really does.
Legitimately, it's like, just checkmate. You're going to get hit.
Yep. Ooh, this is really going to come down to the wire here. 87 to 82, 5% is really all that separates these two players.
JMxfia really wants to keep him near F tilt up air range, which is right about now. You do not want him to get much further than this, because otherwise you're going to have to start hunting for back air again. And if it's back air, you have to get through the that banana, which that's if he even gets a hit in.
Yep. I like that banana toss there, too. Just tossing it up and then getting the back air for free out of that. But I wouldn't be surprised JMxfia starts playing this the way he did against Trey 5, being very patient, throwing out a bunch of back airs. But the banana will be the one different factor. I mean, that is such a different thing than anything this team has. Oh, no! Oh, what are you doing?
Okay, so I get why that happened. I wish it didn't, but I get why that happened. He was expecting to roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. He caught him down low. He's going to be forced to have to go underneath with this. He might catch him at the ledge, but the wall jump and the patience to not expect him to go for up B, instead covering the wall.
Oh, you like, oh shit, he just went to the other ledge.
I had my heart sank for a second.
Oh my
He's going to do it. We're getting that game number 3 here. Amazing job from Dakpo to get that done. JMxfia just barely missing game on not committing to a punish on that roll or going after a smash at all. But the fact that he didn't get the kill at ledge after that nair, that was definitely Kalos. and that was exactly what Dakpo needed. Because otherwise, in most other situations, that Nair kills, and that game set over.
My intrusive thought would have been while Diddy Kong was just sitting on the wall there, I just go up and down B with Yoshi. Because if it lands, I look like an absolute genius. If it doesn't land, we got a funny clip.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have went off stage. I would not have gone for a down B, but I definitely would have tried to find that forwarder for no reason, giving up stage there.
For no reason.
For no reason whatsoever. And honestly, I think your idea would be so damn funny. Because he's not going to spike him either. It would have had to kill. Yeah. But you're most likely dying to Yoshi falling first before you actually get the kill.
Ends up being a star KO too.
Would have been beautiful.
Oh.
Well, we do get another game 3, which love to see it. Love to see that obviously the skill level has gone up. We are at the pinnacle of the tournament's bracket essentially, as we are looking to see which one of these two teams will be making their way into that winners finals. So only one of them gets to get that comfy seat over there, but we'll see who it is as we get game number 3, and we're gonna go back to PS2.
Yep. We'll see how it plays out here. Keep in mind, this is where they played game 1. JMxfia and ArmyOli did take that first W. We're going to see how this plays out, see what gameplay changes that MVD and Dakpo are going to be able to bring here. Getting that W behind them does put a nice little bit of momentum, but you still got to make some changes.
They had a lot of moments, too, where you could see that everything was starting to click, which is so important because you do not want to, you don't want to let a game like that be close, but you were frustrated trying to finally get the W against Yoshi, because Yoshi will take full advantage of that.
Oh, go get him.
Bro, it literally just, they stopped what they were doing, said go get him, and it worked. Game plan, slow down.
Wait, did that blow up the Olimar or what? Is it still on stage?
No, it blew up Olimar.
Okay, blew up Olimar.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm about to say, like,
because I wasn't sure where it switched for a second.
Yeah, no, he got in, he got rid of Army, and Army trying his best to try to go get rid of Diddy Kong, but Dakpo remaining very elusive. One up throw will do it.
Yeah.
Nair will just do it as well, and even game.
All right. Not too bad, not too shabby. Green does have a small advantage, though.
And I like the fact, I mean, MVD did such a code switch now. Like, he went from being much more aggressive at game 2 to now going back to being more setup heavy. And I'm not going to lie, like, I don't know if you're seeing the same thing, but it's been a good while since I've seen them kind of try to purposely navigate away from the left side of the stage. Yeah. Like, they keep saying, you come to us.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. Another one down.
That's huge. That is enormous, because even though MVD just fell, JMxfia is already at 135 plus, and you have a completely fresh stock on Dakpo who's barely been hit. Granted, he's starting to get hit a ton now.
Yeah, and there's actually a big issue there because what happened is MVD ended up grabbing JMxfia on that right side platform, but actually went for a couple pummels before doing anything. They actually ended up losing the stock for it. They should have just gone for the up throw. Yep. It might have taken the stock. I mean, it's not a crazy thing, but that platform, the additional height might have helped.
Yeah, also, I'm looking a lot at not only JMxfia extending the stock, who finally fell to that C4, but Dakpo fell, but JMxfia put on 97% on MVD. Jeez. Like, that was very clutch, because now all of a sudden this is just an even game.
All right. Put that back air out there.
Oh, that Pikmin actually screwed up the tech chase, dude. He had it. Don't go anywhere near that platform now. That belongs to the green team.
Territory claim.
Security. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? It was right in front of you.
Oh, he almost got the double, too. Oh, baby, a double.
Well, dude, 150, he does not have blue available. I was going to say that I would not be surprised to see him start fishing for it soon. But MVD, living on borrowed time at 173. Same with Dakpo, 99%. Even with that share stock coming in, they're going to be at a percent disadvantage.
Yep. All right, there we go. Yep, goes for the egg toss. Ooh, gets caught up by the grenade. Dude, MVD's really extending the stock so well, dude.
This is the most clutch you could ask for from MVD. Not get grabbed. A good shield from JMxfia right out of initial dash to get that up. They wouldn't have killed. It would have been terrible.
Dude, MVD is actually putting on so much pressure out here. It's kind of insane.
It just doesn't care. Like, come at me. Do something about it.
Look, he's really putting himself there, but he's like, well, there's all these explosives around me. But look at this now, all of a sudden a 1v2, but that's a fresh stock.
Yeah, dude, even with the kind of reckless attempt there with the Diddy Kong barrels, the job was done. He's like, you already have him at 120 plus. You get this read, yeah, and JMxfia's out of here.
Yep. Oh!
Dude, he didn't even try to act like he wasn't going after him. He just hunted him down, said, I don't give a damn about your Pikmin.
You look at him, too. He is so stone cold-faced right now. He is feeling confident. Oh, dude, I was hoping for the forward
I was hoping for the forward honestly don't. I don't know if there's a world where Army does this. MPD is playing insane. He is walking right up next to him with legitimately no fear.
Yep.
Army has so much work to do.
Dude, he is so content with just dropping a grenade, jumping to another platform, just saying, hey, come get this damage real quick.
Well, oh, if he got the air dodge, that would have been huge because he could have put him right back off stage, continue to pressure, throw Pikmin at him. We might be talking about an even game in percent, but instead Nikita's going to find his way over towards him. He gets out, but did he try to go for a collision off Pikmin to get the hit and sneak him?
Maybe.
I think he was trying that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, kind of keep in mind, he has a lot of Olimar practice.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, from Brawl all the way up. But
Yep.
Army, wait a minute, Army's brought it back. The C4 is over on the side, though. Don't forget that's on the ledge.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Dude, he doesn't know. Does he know?
I don't know if he knows.
Oh, it's over
now.
there.
It's gone now. There's no blue, but the purple's right there. That's it.
Bad move.
What? I'm gonna get mine.
He was a.
No, he was playing incredible.
He was a different dude.
The fact that he beat that matchup with how Peanut plays too is
you still remember
nuts.
Rise and Grind last year? He was one miss KO punch
No,
that barely whiffed. That should have connected from beating Leia.
Yeah, no, he was straight up gonna beat him. But right now, we hype up Peanut all day, man. For real. Pete Bro and Kapus are here with the double Mega Man, going up against Olimar and Yoshi. This is, I think, the first time in the history of how long I've been casting Smash that I have ever seen this lineup go up against each other.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting one. I've seen plenty of Mega Man doubles because I'm in the Midwest and that is the land of Mega Man.
Yeah,
so
actually.
There are so many Mega Men out there, but it has been a, like you mentioned before, I've never seen an Olimar and a Yoshi. So this is very interesting to see how this plays out. Mega Man is a very unique character as it is. He's got like some pretty solid boxing options, but he's also like, he's a weird mid-range, honestly.
Well, I mean, we'll probably see a lot more of that soon if we commit to it. But Pete Bro's going to commit to that backer off stage. Kapus, they did end up getting knocked out a little bit early for Mega Man standard, but that's mostly because Yoshi's really good at navigating around a lot of what Mega Man wants.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Putting on some decent damage. That was very close to being a broken shield.
That's the last thing you want in front of any of these teams, honestly. You get down smash from Mega Man, fully charged forward smash from Olimar, Pink, and Yoshi in general. There's just so many easy ways for you to die sub 50 if you get shield broken. JMxfia, normally I would say JMxfia against, or a Yoshi against double Mega Man might be a bit annoying because you can't double jump for free anymore.
Right.
But JMxfia hasn't really shown me a point other than just literally now where he screwed up that. And thank you very much for making an example of where it can happen.
Yep. I mean, he just beat out the armor there, right?
He beat out the armor, but he just as
Mega
long
Man
as you push him just far enough away.
Yep. Mega Man forward smash.
The pellets can do it too if you hit if you double up with both of them.
Oh, Mega Man down smash. Okay.
Dude, that move is so strong.
It's strong, but it's like a move you have to throw out as a read. It is.
Yeah.
It is not a move you throw out because like you're just trying to close out a stock.
Yeah. Outside of like getting like a side beat bounce into it, you're really not confirming that.
What
off
a
of anything.
tech from JMxfia there. Did you see that right at the ledge?
Dude, and he not only did he did that, but he got out of there with the up air as well because he was about to get double dared by the double Mega Man over there.
Yep.
Kapus, they're currently on their last stock, kind of struggling a little bit. 93% at ledge shoot. Oh, there's the out smash. Okay, so not too bad all of a sudden. Even though they're at 100 plus, Mega Man decently heavy.
Yeah, there's another one gone though. But they could even this up fairly quickly here. Mega Man is also a character with a lot of tools to deal with a lot of situations. So even if this becomes a 1v2, it could be a long game, but it could definitely work out.
T-Pro's been playing pretty solid. They haven't been able to do enough to kind of shut down the offense from the red team yet.
Yeah.
I think that was supposed to be a forward throw, then they realized exactly where Kapus was, said, no, I'm going to throw up because I want to try and let Kapus' pressure get broken up, and they end up getting the up smash anyways.
Here we go, Pete Bro, 1v2. Okay, I like the up air just because the position you were at, it would just allow you to get damage. He was definitely out of space and reacted, so.
Yeah, and what a terrible lineup, too, to have to find up on the Olimar side. It had white, blue, and purple all ready to go when you have to fight a 2v1. Legitimately the worst thing you could ask for. It was pretty close. I think the biggest thing is that every time that Kapus tried to get in the fray, They took a lot of straight hit damage, so I think maybe switch it up a little bit, let Pete Pro the one to go in and box a bit more, throw more Saw Blades in just to interrupt the jumps. It doesn't matter if you hit Pete Pro sometimes, as long as you're interrupting the combos.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. But Kapus was getting hit a lot when they went in, so I think switch positions. Let Pete Pro be the one to play up front.
Yeah, for sure. But either way, it really wasn't even that bad considering. Just kind of, you got down to a 1v2. Yep. So honestly, if Kapus just cleans up a few things and he's been able to keep up with the pace of Pete Pro, like, yeah. Again, we've talked about Mega Man is a character that has the tools to just do all sorts of crazy things. Yep. Some Mega Man believers, they believe this character's like top 5, top 10, depending on who you talk to. So.
Dude, this game is so crazy in the fact, here's an interesting stat that a lot of people don't know about. But every single character in this game, online or offline, obviously online some people might not want to take as much credit, but every single one has been in top 32 of a 500 entry tournament.
Yep.
That is absurd. That doesn't happen. That's absurd. That doesn't happen in fighting games ever. And even in top 16 and up, it's still a high number.
It's not even that. There's 80 plus characters in the game.
Yeah, 80 plus characters in the game, and there's not one that's just completely ass. Like obviously you got some that struggle, but they still make it work.
Yep. Yeah, it's insane. I actually didn't know that, but I believe it.
I found out by accident. I can't remember what thread I was looking at. I was like, there's no way. And I started looking it up. I was like, wait, no, this lines up. So how do you deal with that many matchups, let alone prepare for that for doubles too?
Yep.
Cap is looking much better already. Cap is literally only taking 35%, so looking much better here at the start. Yep. And also JMxfia just being the everlasting stock tank. Like, I don't know if anybody's had a good success at killing JMxfia early throughout the day, other than maybe the first stock.
Yeah, we hit that one forward smash that just eliminated the double jump, but either way, okay, landing back here, gets both of them, actually all three of them off stage. Honestly, isn't bad. I'll do damage to my teammate all day if I get the other two in there as well.
Yep. I mean, if you're getting a 2-for-1 special when you accidentally hit your teammate, you're still getting so much more out of that.
Yep. There we go, man. Pete Pro already on last stock here.
Yeah, what a difference. Okay, so I guess neither one of the Mega Men are allowed to go in the middle of any fray. They're just getting pieced up.
Yep. But honestly, this isn't bad. I feel like what you mentioned before is happening. Pete Pro's kind of taking that center stage, pushing the offense. Yep. So
I do like that they did that, though, because obviously it didn't work in game 1, and it's not working here in game 2, but you needed to try it. Like, you needed something different. And the only answer right now is that Green Team is just playing phenomenally.
Right. Okay, there we go. Yep, that Yoshi jab. Honestly, very, very good move.
No, he got the full charge on it, too. There was no more stall left. That's going to be not an SD from JMxfia. That would have been enormous if that happened.
Yeah. But this game is a lot closer than we think.
Definitely is. I think right now, if you're in this position, you have to pick your target. Yeah. Like, which one of these two are we going to jump? Because you can't try to do a lot of separated damage. Kapus is already at 120.
Yeah, I would honestly be focusing on JMxfia, just get that stock out of the way. And then you just kind of decide, hey, which character do I really want to deal with when it comes to, a 2v1 scenario if possible.
Well, you said not too far away. There's a double jump snipe, but not panicking in that situation. JMxfia not going to let that happen. Air dodges up. Kapus is going to be set flying. Pete Pro once again has to fight the 2v1. Oh, wake up DP! This is one of the first times that Wake Up DP actually was a true accounted for statement in the game of Smash Bros.
Yep, he's raw. He's raw. And it's hard to get the strong hitbox on that too, because you got to be like right in their face.
Dude, like you know what? It works, and now if you can find a down air onto one of these recoveries, specifically Olimar, the hard knuckle will absolutely kill at 60.
Oh yeah.
So he just needs Army to make one overextension. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, I like that. Oh wait, living. Got a little bit of life left in him though. 138. That's some good damage.
Hey, get one. Like I said, I'll need one mistake. Backer confirming into itself is still a crime. I don't care. I like the fact that he target shifted. And
that got a little lucky.
Such a weird interaction. He really did.
Pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to DreamHack Smash, because we are here at DreamHack Dallas 2023, and you are getting Smash all day, every day, right here on this stream. I'm Kimona. That is still Skiff. I have given Ajax a little break as we get into top 4 of Smash Ultimate Doubles. And Skiff, from what I have seen of the bracket, that means it is going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be very good. And by break for Ajax, we actually have him beat up and tied up on the side. I wasn't supposed to say anything. I'm in trouble.
Quiet.
Quiet down.
Don't look at me like that, AJ. Okay, anyways.
But we do have a very solid bracket coming up here. As I'm taking a look, we're going to be getting into our winners finals, which is going to be Beastly versus Kurry. They had sent Lima and MuteAce down to the losers bracket in a pretty good match. Lima and MuteAce took game 1, and then we saw a switch from Beastly from the Ness to the Incineroar, and that was just a game changer for them.
Beastly's Incineroar is real, and he has pulled that out against Lima, and if not nearly won an entire set against him before. I mean, Beastly is one of those guys that can play many different characters, but in doubles, Incineroar is a beast, and I know that Kurry can also play Incineroar in doubles, and that can also be, as you would expect from the tag, his teammate Beastly. And I would expect to see even more Incineroar, actually, because you're going up against MVD and Dakpo. There is going to be a snake on the other side. And might I say, before I get off the Beastly and Kurry team too, you know, might not be the most renowned players. I know Beastly did get a lot of shine at Low Tide City earlier this year because a lot of people got to see this kid play, and he's one of those guys that's just had an upward incline in terms of skill level.
Oh, yeah,
literally,
he's only getting better.
Every single tournament that he plays at, but yeah, that kid is legit, and he is amazing at doubles. That has sort of been a not-so-well-kept secret in the region as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he's teaming with Kurry because Kurry usually teams with his brother Army, who we did see earlier, and they are usually a threat to just outright win doubles tournaments, even with, like, huge national talent at them. But
I wonder if it's because JMxfia came in, and it's just like they're friends, and it's just, hey, JMxfia's here, I'm going to do doubles.
Might juggle it. Yeah. I mean, it could also be that Kurry kind of looked at Army and said, you haven't played the game in a while, but I know that Beastly's a really darn good doubles player, and it's working out so far. It's working out so far.
I mean, there's one thing like seeing Beastly, like I like watching Beastly play, but I do kind of wish Shattuck was here because I know that they do doubles pretty often.
Shattuck is in the building today, but I know that they in the building, but I know that they weren't able to enter in anything because Shattuck and Daddick and the whole family had some other stuff to do this weekend, which is a little unfortunate. But they came up for Ultimate Shockwave on Wednesday as well,
cool.
And that was a fun time. MVP got 9th at that tournament, by the way. 9th at a DFW local, which just happens because DFW is a very strong region, but
underrated a little bit. People forget about it every once in a while.
Underrated. I mean, Texas as a whole, especially too. But I mean, like DFW in particular. I mean, the hidden boss list just goes forever.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. We were actually talking a little bit about it earlier about the Nesses and the R.O.Bs and you got your Graysons.
Well, and even all the other people, right? I mean, like everybody's gotten their shine. Zillion beat Icon at Low Tide City a couple years ago, and we're just like, yeah, that's our TO. Just
isn't Grayson like? Wasn't there a whole joke around him? Like, if he's in a regional, like he's just the best player.
No, Grayson at a regional is just ridiculous. But looks like the match is about to get started, and I will have to say, I mean, I know that a lot of people kind of discount, like, okay, like, what's the double skill of these players, right? Are they just singles players? But I will have to say that all 4 of the players on screen here, there is a reason that they're in winners finals because they are all doubles gods. Dakpo especially has written entire video essays on the concept of doubles. Like, he is all about this mode.
And I mean, it is funny too because MVD and both Dakpo, they both play Diddy Kong, and I believe Dakpo has a snake too, right?
Not quite. MVD did play Diddy back in Smash 4 for sure, but he has been a Snake lifer.
Oh yeah,
in this game
for sure.
But the moment that Snake came back, he was like, "I'm spinning around on all y'all."
But they're both familiar with the characters that they're playing, and that their opponents are not their opponents, their teammate is playing as well. So yeah, but there's been all sorts of crazy tricks that they've been pulling out of the book all day.
And both guys that have lived in this area too, right? MVD lived in Oklahoma for a little while, and Dakpo is native to DFW. That's where he lived for most of his Smash career. But both of those guys now reside in Vegas. But you want to talk about Vegas? We're making big money right now on both sides, particularly the green team, though. Dakpo doing a great job of stock tanking, something that Diddy Kong can absolutely do with all that maneuverability and surprisingly hefty weight.
Yes, actually, surprisingly hefty, which is why this character is such a menace to deal with. You always think you're going to be able to take him out, but no, he's got a few more tricks, finds his way back to stage. And you know what? I know we were talking about the Incineroar earlier, and I just did not think about the Ness because I wanted to see more Incineroar. But yeah, this is almost like, look at, he's completely fresh health here. These explosions, these grenades keep popping off all over the place. He just says thank you for the snap.
Oh, and Beastly says, thank you for that stock. I will take that, good sir. And this is fun to see that there's like a battle of each side has a really solid stock tank, right? You've got Kurry on the Sonic, you got Dakpo on the Diddy Kong. Both of them have great maneuverability, really good ways to just support their teammates that are going to go in and be bruisers. Although, you know, Curry's not afraid to go chase after MVD up there. But, you know, Ness is usually taking the front line in a doubles match because he can just throw out moves safely. It's really hard to keep track of those exact frames so he can whiff punish.
Happened?
I don't know what happened to Kurry, I'll be honest. I was watching him the whole time, and I still don't know what happened.
The only thing I can think of is maybe he ended up using his double jump, forgot about it, and then tried doing some like spin shot technique. That's the only thing I can think about. But other than that, he just fell.
Yeah, I mean, that can happen in doubles. Again, like, there's so much to keep track of, but again, all these guys are really good at that. Nice chase by Kurry, though, finishing off MVD with that up air. He's tried it a couple times, but that time did finally catch him out of the Cypher, so sending MVD to last stock. Red team looking like they're in a rather nice position, but that can turn around quickly with the power that green team has.
Yeah, no, they can definitely turn around very quickly here. And that's like one of the things that's also interesting about the red team is both these characters do very well with addressing Snake's recovery plans and pads. So like it just seems like a bad time for MVD all around.
It's really on Dakpo to be a great supporting teammate. There's that C4, by the way, taking out Beastly. But yeah, no, Dakpo, and he's that kind of guy that is attentive to all of that. Again, doubles master in Dakpo, but he really needs to make sure that MVD is not getting the crap beaten out of him, which has been happening quite a few times. And green team now one stock apiece for each of them, and red team still looking relatively healthy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we saw that a few times today already, the down throw into the forward smash from Ness. And it just looks like a terrible situation. They're getting spun all over, and then the bat just cracks you to the top of the head.
You know, it's been a minute since I've seen Sonic in doubles, because I haven't been watching that much. Yeah. There's that back air to take out MVD, but yeah, that down throw can lead to just about anything, so you got to be really careful around Kurry here.
All right, well, here we go, 2v1 scenario. I mean, Diddy Kong has the tools to try to make this work. He's got that banana that can really slip up a lot of openings. There we go, big back here, closing out a stock, but still, one stock to two, this is tough.
It's still a 2v1, and you've got a Sonic standing vanguard for the Ness saying, if you want to hit him, bring this down to a 1v1, you're going to have to go through me first. And honestly, even if Dakpo has a lot of percents, I do kind of like his odds against Kurry because he has a ton of Sonic experience with Sonics having been to so many tournaments in Vegas as of late. But you see Dakpo not able to get that banana on stage. A little bit of a mix-up between the red team here at the ledge, though. So hold on, Dakpo's got a shot here.
Oh my god, dude, he is going absolutely insane right now. This is a super scary spot to be. Almost gets to down air. Honestly, I feel like Dakpo's going to take this. He is threading the needle through all of these scenarios here and just playing so good.
He's doing such a good job of mixing up between getting one hit in and seeing if he can force red team into making a mistake, because I think he knows that that's his most likely win condition, is that there's some sort of catastrophic failure on the red team. One member takes out the other one. It's not going to happen, though. Kurry does finish it out, calling out that jump from Dakpo with that up smash, because he said, look, you want to jump to get away from me? You got that 3-frame jump squat just like everybody else except Kazuya in this game. You got that crazy movement, so you're not going to escape from me.
Yeah, and the fact of just being able to get over there under him as fast as he did with Sonic and have the up smash is a very, very good thing to have here. So, but we're going to be getting into this game too. We did see Beastly and Kurry find a way to close that one out. It was getting a little too close though.
It did get very close. And again, that's a part of having Dakpo be a stock tank too, is that in those clutch situations, he's really, really good. One stock to three with a couple of those stocks being pretty fresh on the red team is a little bit of a tall ask. Again, crazy that he brought that as close as he did, but I think that going into this game too, it's especially going to be for the green team, I think, just trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I support this Snake a little bit better, right? How do I make sure that MVD does not get beat up? Because the whole idea is that you want Snake to get out front, control the stage, make a really bad situation for the red team where they're going to get blown up, they're going to get hit stun, and then either Dakpo or the Snake and MVD can follow up, but that hasn't been happening. Red team has had control of the stage basically the whole time.
It's literally been the story of their entire run in the bracket so far. Their stage control and like awareness of their teammate as well has been absolutely top-notch. So to see that kind of continue here as they took game one, not surprising the slightest, but we'll definitely see if things can change up here a little bit.
I was almost surprised at the beginning to see that Kurry was not playing Incineroar, or at least one of them, because I was thinking, okay, well, Ness and Incineroar, you know, you both got crazy kill power. You can take out the need for Snake's grenades to be really a factor, but Snake's grenades aren't a factor against Sonic really either, because he can just go away from them, and then he does not worry about that at all.
Yeah, but like there is like quite a reward you can get by playing a character like Incineroar. You get one, though. Almost got two out of that.
You know, what's funny is that MVD, I was sitting out in the crowd with him earlier watching that previous match with JMxfia and Army and all that, and he was telling me specifically about back throw to C4 and saying, yeah, people watch that and they think, oh, so cool, but it's like actually lame as hell.
Yeah.
That's literally what he was saying to me, and now he just does it right in front of me, and I did go, woohoo! So you know what? You're right.
You know, as a spectator, things are always cool as a spectator, not as much as a player. But that was also a crazy catch there, beautifully set up to be able to close out that stock.
MVD puts C4 on Dakpo, by the way, so he is absolutely going to try to run up, get that stuck to somebody other than MVD, which is exactly what happened. Look, it's hard enough to keep track of where the C4 is just on your mind. Oh my goodness, Dakpo trading that stock out. I mean, Beastly was at such a high percent, but Dakpo is also at a high percent. I think you take that stock trade to just kind of guarantee that you've got that one lead.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that was definitely a super good trade there. It was your third stock. You don't have to worry about, oh no, I lost another. So, I mean, they're sitting in a good spot, 4-3 here. A lot of percentages rising to the top. MVD struggling here a little bit, but more so Kurry. He's been really slowed down.
Yeah, no double jump, and he has been stuck at the ledge. Like you said, has not been able to get out of there quickly, although Beastly on support does open up some space for him. Kurry's trying to go for this 1v1 with MVD, whereas Beastly is locking down Dakpo at the moment, but gotta keep track of your teammate right there, so both of them kind of knock off their back foot, and that homing attack hits Beastly, his own teammate as well. Pretty bad RNG right there.
Oh!
Chase him
down!
Chase him!
All the way across the stage, too. Honestly, I feel like Sonic is the only one who could have done that with the speed and then the up special out of the spring. Like, that was just insane.
Oh, and that's going to be it for Beastly. Dakpo chased him down there for some reason. I don't know what the monkey was doing out there, but this is now a 2v1 for the green team. And again, you're going up against two guys that have been playing doubles for so long. I am afraid of the things that they've got cooking up. But we're also looking at one of those situations where Sonic's got some speed.
Yeah,
so hold up.
He does have some speed. But like honestly, I think the situation with Dakpo on stage was just kind of like, hey, I do have another stock lead I can give up to really give us a better position. But there we go, the jump. I like trying to get the Nikita in there as well to try to tack on a little bit of damage. But I mean, didn't get the shield. Either way, tried to attack Snake. And Snake said, you must have forgot about my up tilt, the greatest move in the game.
It's up there.
It cooks you breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I would say that it is probably the best up tilt in the game.
It's 100% the best up tilt.
If I'm building a character, I probably want Snake up tilt.
Yeah. I do usually tell people that Snake up tilt is a top 15 character in the game. So.
And in Brawl, that's true.
In Brawl, it's very true.
Without that up tilt, Snake up.
In Brawl, it's probably top 10, top 5.
It's close. It's a funny game.
Funny game, very funny game.
You got two Brawl vets in both MVD and Dakpo as well, so they know all about that. But we'll be going back to PS2 here for Game 3. Things still tied up 1-1, and again, going right back to that stick the C4 to Dakpo, see if he can drop it on one of the members of the red team, get some crazy combo going. I do believe it is still on Dakpo.
That was really crazy. Kurry went up high, got the up air out of Sonic, and there was a small chance that the DI was just a little bit wrong. MVD would have lost stock at like 38 because he recovered high. And we're going to be doing it again? No, drops off.
You were talking about how Kurry has been doing a really good job of actually threatening MVD in those moments. I love the idea to try to back throw into the Ness back here as well. But yeah, no, Curry's been on top of things so far, and Dakpo has not been able to shut him down, right? And that's, I think, where they did really good in that game one, is that they said, look, Curry's just going to get all over MVD like butter on a roll, and not even Diddy Kong can catch up to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing when you're playing Sonic sometimes. You end up getting caught in the back there by your own teammate, but the pressure's still looking pretty good.
Ooh, we read those rolls, though. Dakpo, great awareness. That down smash also going to hit Curry's teammate in Beastly, taking a trip off stage, and MVD going high once again. Kurry chasing him up there, but you know, interestingly, Beastly was just kind of hanging out there on the ground. Didn't want to try to take the 1v1, but Dakpo ends up 1v1ing his own teammate.
Getting third-partied. That's crazy.
First-partied even.
Honestly.
There was not even a second party involved.
As we continue to move forward here, okay, we do see Ness finally lose the stock off the top. Beastly showing a little bit of blood, but Dakpo going down first. Now we got Kurry maintaining that really strong lead, you know, holding on to the stock again.
The stock tank is exactly what Sonic is supposed to do in these games, right? He is on the back line. He is there to support your teammate. Though, honestly, Kurry has been doing a really good job of playing both, right? Because, again, we talked about the aggression on MVD, but it's really helpful for the red team as well.
We got one nut, Peanut Pop Gun. And actually, we did see MVD try to run up, I believe, try to forward tilt, but the other teammate ended up getting involved, so that was definitely huge.
I like both members of the green team saying, look, we got to take a stock away from Kurry right here. He cannot keep holding on to 3. They both got on top of him, and Kurry still got out. You might notice he still has 3 stocks. That has not changed.
Yeah, he's just playing super good. Okay, barely dodging the border there. The board smash Putting on some great damage. Oh my goodness.
MVD not able to let an up tilt fly there either. Had to go for the down tilt because he doesn't want to accidentally hit Dakpo, do some big damage to him. And speaking of big damage, MVD in a tough spot. Kurry hitting him with the back air, so that C4 actually just going to, I guess, send MVD a little bit backwards as well.
I'm actually surprised he just didn't overtake the momentum entirely, but still, I guess great play from MVD, being able to stay alive here, holding on to that last stock.
Dude, Kurry's still on that first one too, 186. That can't hold on for much longer, but it just might. Forward smash there sends green team down to last stock apiece, and red team still looking excellent in their situation.
Go for
Kurry
it!
going all the way up there!
I'm like, listen, you got all 3 stocks. Go for something absolutely crazy. It doesn't matter if you come back.
Oh yeah, at 186, yeah, you go for that risk 100% of the time because the risk reward is so ludicrously in your favor. And we're doing it again? Oh, MVD with the intelligent, immediate high recovery.
Yeah.
Let's see you think your way out of this one.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
me
that.
too.
You know, it's a situation you're like, look, that's like 1 stock to 4. Kurry is just untouchable, pretty much. Like, we've gotten 186, but we just cannot end this dude. I'm just going to run off stage, save my momentum, save my energy, and try to push this into a game 4.
I think that
Or
it
game 5.
literally did not matter how good you are not winning that.
Probably. I mean, we've seen one person do that. That was like, what, Leo that one time. He did a
That was still like a 1v3 with like both stocks kind of at high percents.
Yeah.
That was.
It was like 5 stocks. But
It
it's
felt
also
like
Leo.
it. But it is, and you know, even Leo's not immortal, right? And like you said, it's way better in the long run to say the odds are so astronomically low.
Yeah.
Let's just go next. I'm wasting time.
Yep.
Keep
Wasting
that momentum.
time, wasting energy, and everybody's going to be staying the same here. Looks like you're going to be going to Hollow Bastion, I assume?
Hollow Bastion indeed. So big center platform for Snake to control, which, again, you know, MVD has not really been able to leverage over these guys. The Sonic can just kind of go wherever he wants to, not go near whichever platform MVD is controlling. But now that's no longer an option. Sonic will always be around that center platform.
Yep, and that's going to be a really interesting play here. I mean, especially in fact going for a smaller stage too, where like you can control one of 3 zones very, very well and just put pressure on the other ones. I don't know how I feel about MVD and Dakpo going here because, again, we've already seen it. Curry's been all over the place.
But then again, you know, it's Sonic. I don't think you really get to dictate where he goes. You just have to do your best to, you know, kind of hit him when he does go somewhere. And that's what that center platform is going to do for the green team right now. And MVD putting that C4 right on there. So there's an option for him. But once again, Kurry just staying all over MVD like it is a clear just one target game plan.
Dakpo definitely doing a very solid job staying elusive here, getting some good stray hits as well.
Beasley trying to make his way back on stage. Dakpo bailing out early because he knew he'd be able to time that down air every single day of the year. Got plenty of Ness experience in his belt. So green team does take a solid lead right here. And again, this is where green teams look so good, although MVD does go off the top. Look at how little damage Dakpo's taken.
Yeah, no, Dakpo's just been absolutely crazy. And the other thing about this too is just that like he continues to be elusive and like he's in there. Like he's not like he's holding back too much. He's actually trading shots. He's trading hits.
And I think that is the key as well. There have been a couple times where I think that Dakpo has kind of been a little bit too passive.
Yeah.
He's kind of let the red team establish something. Unfortunate SD right there from MVD. He wouldn't have been able to make it back with C4 because he already stuck it to Kurry, who is going to go down. Or not?
Yeah, wow.
C4 may have fallen off, actually.
Oh,
Goodness
at that
gracious.
point, just hold the shield. Like, I know it's a tough position to be in. Oh, they could close out another one here. Nope. Going to recover high, and Kurry will go right back to ledge.
I love that they swap positions there, too, because you saw that Beastly was about to go for that edge guard against MVD, but then Kurry said, no, we said that this is going to be my job, right? So I'll go handle that. You go take on Dakpo because Beastly's been doing a great job of that.
Yep.
Although, he's not taking a stock from him yet. Now Beastly onto his last stock as well, so we are actually looking, for all intents and purposes, green team with the lead right now.
Yeah, this is definitely looking a little bit tough, but a couple stocks could be taken away from green here right now. They are at higher percentages, and that would put the red team in such a better position.
Oh! Couple of explosions there on the side, not able to set up for anything big. Dakpo's first stock does finally go down. Huge opportunity for the red team right here to possibly bring that down to 1 stock apiece, which is exactly what you want because Kurry's stock could go down at any moment.
And dude, Sonic was holding onto that grenade when he got sent off stage and almost lost his stock for it.
As well as that Kurry's not even messing with that banana too. He says, that's sitting on the ground, that's mine right now. Now, not even going for that 2v1 against Dakpo when MVD's all the way up there. And I think that, you know, again, defined game plans are great, but sometimes you got to say, hey, look, we've both got this Diddy sitting on the ground. Let's do something about it.
Yep. Ooh, okay, forward air. Oh, this could be huge if they could. Okay, Dakpo finds his way back with the monkey flip. If they were found a way to keep him edge guarded, take that stock, all of a sudden you got a 3-stock-to-1 scenario.
Kurry was playing such a dangerous game on the ledge right there, but MVD didn't follow up. Instead, catches him landing with that C4. So now red team down to last stock of piece here, and this is very, very winnable for the green team if they're able to take down Beastly, who has kind of taken more of a backline position, letting Kurry go out in front. There's MVD off stage again. Dakpo going to try to do his best to support his teammate, but he can't follow him all the way up there. Red team just needs one more to go into grands.
Yep, there we go.
Boom.
Yep, and that's going to be it. 2 springs and a set in the back pocket. Beastly and Kurry have been playing amazing so far.
They are so good. 2 DFW doubles gods and taking down the old generation of DFW doubles gods.
Yeah, it's really a battle of old versus new, huh?
Yeah, old versus new.
Old.
And right now, the old heads, brawl players.
Brawl players.
I say that as if I wasn't there at the very beginning of
right.
Smash 4, but, you know. But Beastly and Kurry, man, next generation.
Yes.
I mean, Curry's been around for a while, and Beastly has also been playing since Smash 4 as well. You know, no gump to that, but this is definitely somebody who is now, I mean, pretty easily #2 in DFW, and at some point, I'm pretty sure he's going to start making a very serious run at #1 to Lima.
Yep, and not even just that, but also just being a bigger threat to people coming in region or just going out region as well. So, I mean, he's definitely no slouch. He's going to be playing his game. He's going to be doing very fantastic. If I remember correctly, had a great run at Collision as well. They might have made top 32. I'd have to double check on that. Collision 2023 was an absolutely nutty event, man. Lots of big talent there.
Yeah.
But we're going to be getting into loser semis here. We got JMxfia and ArmyOli going to be taking on Lima and MuteAce. And Lima and MuteAce have been really on top of their stuff. The only people they lost to are the guys sitting in Grands.
Yeah, and again, those 2 guys are bona fide doubles players, whereas Lima and MuteAce is the, okay, we're taking the #1 and the #2 in Texas, and we're putting them on the same team.
Yep.
And then they're going to do well. And surprise, they have been. And
yep.
It's not like it's the first time they've teamed either. They have played together in
doubles. Oh, no, they
but,
have synergy. That is for sure.
But they are singles players at heart, whereas Beastly and Kurry, those 2 guys really have an actual affinity for doubles in particular. And I was mentioning, right, Kurry usually playing with his brother Army, who you were talking about teaming with JMxfia. And that's going to be a lot of fun to watch because, again, we're going to get to see a battle of 2 guys that are really primarily doubles players versus 2 guys who are some of the best singles players in the entire world.
Yep, and it's definitely it's been a ride for both these teams so far. JMxfia and ArmyOli, I don't know how often they team, but they definitely have some of these hits down on lock. They are following up in each other's hits. They're supporting each other incredibly well. So they're definitely doing pretty fine. It's probably not as polished as some of the other teams we've seen, but they're absolutely no slouches.
I mean, again, they're both doubles players. You know, not from the same region. If I'm not mistaken, I think JMxfia is Florida. Don't remember which part of it, but yeah, JMxfia
Central.
CFL sounds right to me.
Yeah.
I know they have a good Yoshi out there. It's probably JMxfia. Shout out CFL, by the way. Wish I could make CEO this year, but that was not even their fault. Not even their fault. It's Florida's fault. Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
But nonetheless, it is a fusion of both DFW and Central Florida on one side, on the green team here with Army and JMxfia. But on the other side, like you mentioned, 2 top, probably, I mean, MuteAce definitely top 30. I would dare say that Lima's also a top 30 player in the world, given the way that he's been playing. So, again, just total fusion of strength on the side of red team.
Yeah. Right now, it's relatively even across the board here. Lima was definitely struggling for a little bit, and that's probably going to be a factor when fighting Yoshi as it is. Yoshi's got so much great potential in the air, lots of great tools to trade with. Oh my goodness, already losing a stock to that purple Pikmin forward smash.
Yeah, honestly, Bayonetta can struggle against both of these characters, right?
Yeah.
Because Yoshi has ways to escape combos, great mobility, and even some great moves to just kind of mash on Bayonetta, even if you can't outrange them or anything, right? And then Olimar is small, and that also gives Bayonetta problems because it's way harder to continue those combos along.
Yep. Absolutely, for sure. And, I mean, having that whistle as well can definitely break Olimar out of a lot of these really goofy spots. But MuteAce has been on top of it so far, as you see that forward air closing out of stock. And honestly, this is the big thing too. Only 34% taken so far. MuteAce is so elusive.
When I was talking about stock tanks earlier, you're not going to find a better one than Mute because he is there to play hard support. And Bayonetta is so mobile, of course she's going to be on the front line. Really only scary because she's a very light character. We've already seen that come into play once already when Army took an early stock from Lima. May look to do it again, but had to be mindful of MuteAce coming in the back. And again, there's that support.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, while MuteAce is a great support, MuteAce is also still in the front lines. I mean, you got to keep in mind, Pete's combos absolutely terrifying as it is.
I love him just being patient around that potential JMxfia edge guard. I know that Mute's played against JMxfia quite a bit because Mute, former Central Florida himself, but right now it's JMxfia trying to fight Lima on the left side, not able to close out these edge guards until that back air comes through. And you know, I'm going to be honest, Skip, I would imagine that between Lima and MuteAce, this is a best of 3 set, by the way. I think that for all 2 or 3 games that they play together, I think that we're looking at 4 stocks for Lima and 2 stocks for Mute.
Probably.
And not even because Lima's doing anything wrong. That's just the way it works.
It's also just Bayonetta sometimes.
Sometimes it is just Bayonetta, for better or for worse.
For better or for worse. But right now, we got to try and find a way to close out Army here if you can. I like the down air, picking up some hits, but not going to be able to follow anything else up with it.
He's got double purples, though, and a yellow to boot, so great hitboxes for Army to throw out. Lima's chasing them all the way out there, but again, there are those purple Pikmin. They got those active hitboxes when you chuck them, so Army's taking great advantage of that to not let Lima continue to follow up. MuteAce just scoops up Army with that up smash, though, and I don't even know how that worked, I'll be honest.
You know what? Sometimes I don't know either. Things just happen. There's a lot of characters in this game that have some of the goofiest interactions possible, and it's hard to explain.
You're telling me that scooped? Okay.
Okay.
Only when Mute's playing Beach, I guess, because it doesn't work for me.
Yep.
Lima's taking a trip off stage in the egg. Oh, and he is going to the blast zone too. JMxfia, great edge guard on a notoriously difficult to edge guard character like Bayonetta. Green team getting to play with a lead here.
But honestly, JMxfia, I think, might have taken every stock off of Lima so far. Honestly, because that's been the big story. Okay, yep, you got that wall down there. Oh, no.
Yeah.
JMxfia's honestly been bullying Lima the entire time. If I'm MuteAce, we gotta find a way to switch who are fighting, or maybe bring out that Palutena that we saw earlier. Oh my God!
No way! Okay, great clutch there by Army, because what happened at the end there should not have happened.
It should not.
It should not have happened even a little bit.
It's crazy that we even saw that today.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, we'll see what the plays are going to be here. Again, I wouldn't be surprised maybe we see a Palutena come out. Palutena, I mean, not that Peach can't do it. Palutena just has a lot of strengths across the board. Very strong character in general.
Great doubles character.
Yeah, also a great doubles character. Okay, we're going to stick with Peach here. Honestly, I don't hate this. I just think Palutena might have been a better choice.
It's so hard because when you play multiple characters, and almost everybody in this game does, it's very hard to solo main an ultimate. You do have to question yourself sometimes, right? And be like, well, what was the right choice and what wasn't? But, you know, honestly, sometimes the Palu isn't ready. I know that after Gateway last weekend that Mute is thinking about bringing back the Palu for a few matchups because there are some that are tough to teach. But doubles is such a different monster that I think that more often than not, you just kind of want to stick with what you're most comfortable with.
Right. I mean, especially because in doubles, a lot of your weaknesses get covered as long as you have like a competent teammate. Like we saw the Incineroar come out earlier, and Incineroar is a great doubles character, right? But also a lot of his weaknesses get covered up when you're playing with a character like Sonic.
It's a little unfair to compare anybody to Beastly too, because he's uncomfortable with the 80 of the 83 characters.
Right.
In the game. Like,
but the point is, when you have a weak character in some aspects, it's entirely negated once you have the right person playing with you. But that was a huge up smash to close out here, and they are absolutely putting the work down on JMxfia now.
Already taking 117% as well. I know that Halo's right over there, but Master Chief can't save you right now. We'll see if Lima can get off this ledge with both of the green team members harassing him, and Mute's trying to just kind of stay behind them and put a timer on them and say, look, you can overcommit if you want, but I mean, if it's JMxfia that takes that big swing, I'm taking him out for real.
Okay. So far, so good. Putting down some decent damage here.
I love, again, Lima playing very evasive at the ledge. I would even say aggressive, because he is aggressive and evasive off the ledge both at the same time, right? Using stuff like that ABK, like that Witch Twist to be very hard to hit. And look at these stocks just crumble for the green team. They have really not been able to get a foothold against the red team in this game, if I wanted to make an understatement.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tough run so far here. I mean, that's just what it is. Sometimes you take stocks off a team like this, and they have a quick chat, they realize what they need to do, and then they bring it back. That's like crazy in game 2.
As one does. As one does. As one does. I mean, again, Mute did such a good job of stock tanking, and not just an I'm going to go over here and do nothing way. Like you mentioned, he does like to play near Lima, make sure that the opponents are not going to be able to take a big swing at him, because I think that was an issue back in that first game, that, you know, big combos on Lima just kept leading to more and more, and Mute wasn't really able to fire back. But this time things are different. You see that right there? Army trying to get that grab, and Mute says, let go, my man.
Yep. Putting the whole butt out there just to stop Olimar. So either way, 4 stocks to 3, really not a bad spot to be in. Again, JMxfia's been playing super well, so I don't expect the stock to disappear anytime soon, unless MuteAce and Lima find like a really good opening to try and close it out. But this is definitely very doable.
CBU trying to contest the Yoshi at the ledge can be pretty tough because, again, Yoshi can kind of hang out in the air just as long as Peach can, and that great aerial drift, tough to punish hitboxes. Sometimes it can be pretty rough, right, when you're in that 1v1, but, man, the power of 2.
JMxfia is certainly struggling here a little bit. I mean, he isn't necessarily getting like punished or hurt hard, but he was getting a lot of pressure put on him. But that was huge. Did lose to stock, but you took one with you.
That is exactly the game plan from Red Team. Lima said, I'm going to go out and play, and Mute said, okay, you can go do that. I'll be right behind you, son. I'm here with you.
Mom, can I go outside?
Yeah, for sure. And if anybody tries to mess with you, they'll catch these hands.
Exactly. There we go. Olimar running to the other side of the stage here, allowing JMxfia to take a little bit of that lead, especially sitting at 144. Army's got to be very careful.
Oh, not quite going off the top. There are really no combos available to Bayo right there. You saw JMxfia trying to hunt for that neutral B off stage, maybe looking for a little bit of cheese, the same way that he got that stock against Lima in that last game. Great save from him as well. Lima had those jabs landed, definitely would have KO'd Olimar, but hold on a second. We actually got a game right here. I love that Army actually went for the aggressive forward throw to see if JMxfia would have a follow-up.
Forward throw, not going to be enough at that point. 16% isn't exactly a huge number for a character like Yoshi. But in a 3 stocks to 1 scenario, this is definitely super tough. But JMxfia also one of those guys I feel like just does not give up.
After I saw that up smash, JMxfia was just hovering right next to MuteAce, but he did not have a punish ready. Could have been an insane end to this one to send us to a game 3, but I think that we are still going to get a game 3. Regardless of how it ends right now, JMxfia just trying to hang on to take one of these stocks. Because, you know, these are the scenarios where they're both at kill percentage. You can make it a 1v1. That took away the armor. That forward air was great. I love falling out of that down smash as well. Hold on. We got a game right now.
Yeah, this is where things get scary, man. JMxfia, I mean, he's kind of stubborn the way he plays. Oh, unfortunately losing the stock there, but, like, he doesn't give up. Like, I know we saw that earlier. I'm just going to get rid of the stocks. Too big of a comeback. But, like, JMxfia, like, believes in himself.
That was a winnable game.
It was, too. Yeah, it was winnable. You get a couple strong hits. All of a sudden, it's a 1v1. And Yoshi, he's mobile enough to dance around and even it up.
I mean, that was literally, like, 1 stock versus 3. But it's kind of the same as if I know that there's a lot of CS going on at DreamHack, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the best comparison that I can make is that, you know, a 1v3 is very, very difficult. But, you know, if you've got people kind of a little out of position or if a couple of them are lit, you know, that's a very winnable game for you. Because if you can bring it down to that 1v2, and especially if you bring it down to that 1v1, anything is possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, looks like we're going to be... Oh, okay. I was a little bit worried
That's
there.
not real.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way. There's absolutely no way.
You was hovering over Wolf, and I was like, he has never seen a Wolf on his controller a day in his life. Which he should. I bet Mute's Wolf is sick.
Probably. Honestly?
Honestly, Mute's Wolf is kind of good. I want to take a peek into that universe, but right now let's pay attention to what's happening in this one. Game 3, and this is the last best of 3 of the bracket as well, so win or go home at 4th right here. We're on Smashville. Very, very claustrophobic stage that is going to give Olimar and Yoshi a heck of a lot better time not having to deal with Mute and Lima just running away from maintaining distance.
Yeah, and even if they feel like they need to retreat a little bit, they have all the tools to wall off a spot and kind of give them that breathing room. So both offensively and defensively, this stage just works for JMxfia and Army.
And Lima continuing to put that pressure on JMxfia off stage. I mean, almost no way for you to make it back right now. You got to use those eggs. You got to use that air dodge. None of it will save you. That was just a beautiful sequence by Lima. And you have to give so many kudos to MuteAce for keeping Army occupied on stage and not giving him a chance to save his teammate.
Yeah. Wow. All that pressure, all those techs being hit by Army, still finding a way to get back onto the stage. Throws out a forward smash. Oh, dude, MuteAce saw it like 3 years before it was even tossed out. That was so terrible. He was ready.
I love that air dodge into Mute's zone as well by Lima because you have all that extra ending lag that is incurred by using a bunch of Bayonetta specials all in a row, but you go, okay, well, if I land right next to Mute, he's got me covered, right?
Yeah.
I can go out and play, and he's got my back.
All right, there we go, down throw. All right, just kind of setting up his own combos. They had the position to get a little bit of extra damage out of there, but I think with MuteAce coming down, hey, I'm going to get the quick damage. We got to worry about MuteAce getting back into this game.
And that even game right now, I love that use of the whistle there from Army too to break out a potentially a really big combo because again, sometimes having each other's back has been a little bit of an issue for the green team. They've been going for a lot of these 1v1s and you know, somehow it has been working. Going under the stage right now, JMxfia is circumventing a very deadly ledge trap that he's already had to deal with once in this game.
Yeah. I like how Lima's pressure here so far. I mean, he's been standing around a little bit, but it's like, I'm waiting to see what you're going to do so I can react. And we actually saw that right there. Army was basically kind of keeping them separated, but like also just like, I need to know what Lima's going to do. I can't do anything until Lima presses the button.
And he wasn't able to save his teammate out there either. You saw that Army did drop down to try to hit JMxfia, but JMxfia probably called him off because he didn't have a double jump in the first place as Yoshi didn't have that float with the up B either. Yeah. He was like, there's probably no way of making this back, so just get back to stage, don't throw away your life for mine.
Go. Ooh, almost got a huge back air to try and potentially close out that stock. Barely missing out in the ledge trump.
Such an even game right now. Red team does get a pretty solid lead right now with Beat only sitting at 95, but get the right Pikmin in order, and that can go away very, very quickly. So Army sitting on center stage, letting JMxfia box it out with Lima, but that's a dangerous place to be. I think that whenever JMxfia is fighting Lima, Army really needs to be right next to him because Lima has been so on top of this matchup.
Yeah. Nope. A lot of Pikmin damage coming out there as well. Wow, just ends up blowing up that stock. And this is all of a sudden a super dangerous position.
This is actually even better for the green team than it is for the red team. Even though Mute stock is so fresh, Lima's is so not fresh that there is so much danger to be had for the red team right now. If Lima happens to get hit by a purple F smash, that was the sourest spot I've ever seen from Monique.
Yeah, that was definitely a terrifying spot. But gets an extra release on life here. Almost just getting that backer. That would have been huge.
And JMxfia has been so attentive in trying to hit back for his teammate to save Army from a bad spot. Great attentiveness by MuteAce on stage, though, as well. I mean, so many of these players can go down to just about anything. Lima making sure that his shield does not get popped by that Yoshi bomber. But hold on, back throw into the back air, but it's from a blue Pikmin, so it's not enough.
Oh, God, this is just so scary, man. It's really coming down to, like, oh, that was big. Okay, we got the forward smash. We're out. And Bayonetta, do you have it in you? Are you still the champion that you used to be? That's huge, but what are you going to do with it?
Nothing. Lima could not go for a downer like he would normally do to just close out a game right there. So instead, Army getting that follow-up alongside JMxfia. Those two are heading to losers finals. So well played from two again. Doubles-focused players, and it shows you that it's not just about individual skill, it's about how good you are at actually playing doubles.
Yep. And man, yeah, definitely just sitting pretty right now. I mean, losers finals, not a bad spot to be in. We're getting right back to that best of 5 territory. Excuse me while I pull up the bracket here. But yeah, so that's going to be 2-1, excuse me. Now we're getting, again, back into best of 5. And I think they fought, did they fight? I think they lost to MVD and Dakpo earlier. Let me double check on that, though.
Sounds about right to me, because I do know that MVD and Dakpo ending up having to fight Beastly and Kurry on the other side.
They beat them 2-1 earlier, so this is another run back.
Little rematch, but an extended set no longer ends after 3 games. Will now end potentially after 5. Could end after 3 games if you're shiesty. I mean,
statements can be made.
If you're pretty good.
Both these teams are very good at making statements and kind of letting the other team know, hey, I'm that guy.
We're out here.
I'm here.
Yeah. We're out here as well. We're at DreamHack, in case you didn't know. I mean, you probably knew because you're on DreamHack Smash right now on twitch.tv, unless for some reason somebody sent you a clip of this, which we're just bantering right now. That would be weird. But nonetheless, DreamHack fight. I'm trying to hit the logo right there. Make it like, pow! Anyways, DreamHack Fighters, DreamHack Smash right here. There is also the DreamHack Fighters stream over on the other side. I do believe that's still KOF at the moment right now.
It should be heading over to Dragon Ball Fighters in a little bit.
That's right.
Because Ajax is heading over there for Dragon Ball Fighters. But yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Street Fighter
6? Yes.
Street Fighter 6 is coming through, baby. I've been playing too much of it because I preloaded it last night, and then I kind of played until it was like 5 a.m. So if it looks like I have a bunch of dark bags under my eyes, it's because I do. Yeah. I was playing Manon for 5 hours.
Oh, yeah, but that's also, I saw your one tweet, too, retweeting Coney's tip. Like, the first 5 days of any new fighting game, Coney's a top player.
You know, it's very funny because partially it is true.
Yeah.
I have learned that it is not just Smashers, it is also fighting game players. We are all, as a community, the most easily baitable people of all time.
Oh, yeah.
The most, because yeah, obviously that was like a brand new jury player, but it's also very funny to see Coney just go, yep, okay, grab, done. Yep, okay, grab, done. Get it perfect.
Third
You know,
time's a
he
charm.
called it out. He said he'd be trying, he got it perfect. It's funny anyways, but that was a very funny stream too. He played for like literally 10 hours
Oh, yeah,
straight,
yeah.
and it was just that all the way through.
All right, no, he was going crazy for sure.
He's one of those people where it's not just him, but I love as a concept just looking at fighting games, Smash as well, and just making it very simple and not overthinking things.
Oh yeah, and that's actually what he does with the. That's like it's not even just him. Like you get Void as well. Void does the same thing.
Void does the exact same thing.
He does the
yeah.
same thing. He's like, hey, I'm just good at video games because I don't overthink things.
Yeah, he
Like-
makes it very simple. He learns his combos, and then he pays attention to what you're doing. And
Yep.
you got to do a lot of paying attention in doubles. We're in losers finals, and we should talk about that set right now. JMxfia and Army getting their rematch against MVD and Dakpo, the Vegas team. And right now, the Vegas team hurting a little bit because JMxfia got up there quick.
Yep. I mean, that's what JMxfia does. He smells even the slightest blood in the water, and he's just like a shark, man. Just imagine Shark Yoshi, or Shark Yoshi, and that's pretty much what he does.
That'll probably be in a Mario game.
Oh,
like
at some
another 5,
point,
6 years.
100%. There's gonna be some shark power up. Puts a little fin where the saddle is.
Yucky!
God, that I'm really scared.
It's gonna be exactly like that, dude. You know, dinosaurs and sharks are kind of similar. Anyways, I can't. By the way, non sequitur. Can't believe JMxfia plays the worst Yoshi color in the game. Anyways, we are at an even stock set between each of these teams, 5 apiece. That changes in the blink of an eye, though, as JMxfia goes out there and gets 2 for the price of 1 edge guard.
I think, yeah, he's gotten every stock so far. So Army's just out here chilling, vibing, putting on some damage, saying, I know my buddy got me.
That's what Olimar does. He puts on damage better than anything else, and
Oh, that's unfortunate.
boy, blue team off to a rough start in this one.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of part of the problem. You sit down a little bit. One team just had a fantastic game 3, and you got to deal with all the energy that they have.
Yeah, they got the momentum, right? They're warmed up. You kind of got to get your bearings a little bit. We have seen blue team between MVD and Dakpo. They both made a couple of mistakes in terms of positioning, right? We saw going off stage when JMxfia was out there getting that edge guard against MVD, and I know that if you're Dakpo, right, you want to be able to go out there and, you know, get your team back in the game, but also a suboptimal position. Got a real nice look at that terrible Yoshi skin. Anyways, I'm off of that again. MVD back to stage. Dakpo does put some pressure on Army, so the Olimar does go into the bottom blast zone here.
This game is a lot closer than I feel like it has any right to be right now.
Yeah, in a logical sense, it's not really close at all, but it also feels like it could be close at any moment.
Yeah, because, like, okay, there we go. Okay,
yeah.
Now, all my fears are dispelled because I'm sitting here, I'm like, I watched JMxfia eliminate 3 stocks. I saw Dakpo fall to their demise for no reason. Why all of a sudden is it 3 stocks to 2? And now it's just 3 stocks to 0.
Because that was a great cleanup there by the green team. Man, JMxfia and Army looking so solid together. And I know that Army probably wants to get his match against his brother and going, you want to abandon me? you didn't want to win doubles together? Then I will slay you.
Can you imagine?
I don't actually know why they're not teaming, because again, they're just such a consistent all the time teaming with each other, brother doubles team, and
It sounds awful to deal with, I'm be real. Sonic Olimar.
Yeah, usually I feel like it's Incin Olimar when they team together.
Oh, that's cool then. I'm cool with that.
I think I'm sensing a theme here. You don't like Sonic.
No,
I
I love playing Sonic.
Playing as Sonic?
I kind of play Sonic. I try to.
I'm sure you do.
He's hard. He's actually really hard.
He is a very difficult character to play, actually, especially in bracket.
But it's just that, like, I love Incineroar. That's what it really is.
That is true.
I don't hate
other
other characters. Well, I hate Ness. I hate Lucas. I hate other people. We're not getting into this.
I'm getting the sense that you're not quite as jovial as it seems on the surface.
I'm very jovial. It's just there's a difference between me fighting someone and me watching someone. I hate fighting Steve. I love watching Steve.
That's why we're commentating.
Exactly.
We don't have to deal with whatever's happening here. I don't want to fight against a Snake, Diddy, and doubles, so I don't.
Exactly. Anyway, 3 stocks all across the board here, getting into about 30 seconds. Army doing a pretty good job of just piling on some damage, staying relatively elusive. But, of course, I say something gets comboed all the way across the stage.
Commentator's curse never fails. It is true every single day of the week. Army only getting a couple jabs for his efforts. I think he was trying to get a little greedy, look for something big like a tech chase, but Dakpo came flying in, saved his teammate. Ooh, great DI by Army, noticing that the Snake was right above him and saying, I got to drift to at least to one side. But he will go off the top nonetheless. Great delay on the recovery by Dakpo as well, and he's back.
Yep. Okay, there we go. He's going to go off to the other side of the stage here. Him and his teammate going to reset up. He's hit Snake with the banana twice there. A bit unfortunate.
Sit down.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Both gone, Army. Could have had an opportunity to cycle his Pikmin, and while I was thinking about that, JMxfia was not thinking about the C4. So dead even game, Skiff.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens. You just got to be paying attention the entire time. You even mentioned it. You've got to be focused here. You can't just be ditsying around, because all of a sudden you got a C4 on you, a banana's hitting you in the face, you're getting spiked, but then the C4 is going off, you're flying to the top, you don't know what's happening.
All over the place. MVD somehow got that C4 on him. I guess it was stuck to JMxfia initially, but gotta watch out for that, because if MVD runs into somebody, they could get that C4 stuck on them. I think it is still on him. Nonetheless, does not matter. Dakpo taking the long way around on that recovery. Again, a phenomenal delay, because if he got clipped by that nair, he was dead.
Yep, I'm kind of surprised that JMxfia just didn't pull the trigger and everything. I feel like you could have at least thrown out a move and then still be able to make it back, but it is what it is.
Yeah, he was definitely just trying to wait for when Dakpo was going to let that go, react, let that nair out, but he actually let it go too early. Dakpo was able to get around because of it. No tech from MVD right here, though, and once again, green team, not with the safest lead, but it is still technically 4 stocks too.
Yep, it's a solid lead. It's just a matter of, can you maintain these stocks? I feel like Olimar is going to be just fine for a little bit. They're at least going to get a lot of extra credit, that's for sure.
So much ability to play the 1v1s here, where I feel like the blue team is constantly trying to have these 2v2 moments, and green team is, like you were saying earlier, right? Simplifying usually helps, and they say, look, we don't need to try to go for crazy combos in the middle of the scramble and everything. We can just go for these 1v1s and probably be fine.
Yeah, and the thing is all these players are also, they're very well aware that in these 1v1s, when a player starts flying somewhere else, oh, that's unfortunate. That they know that, hey, I got to find a way to hit this guy. They're coming to me.
Great read on the drift back there by MVD. Had to call that out from JMxfia, who, like you noted, did drop that stock earlier at that high percent, but now green team looking like they can take a 2-0 lead pretty nicely. Dakpo has got a lot of percent already built on him. We've seen how evasive he can be, but again, evasiveness does not equal taking stocks. Go to the blast zone. Go in the dark.
He tossed a baby, but sideways that time.
Yeet.
Jeez.
JMxfia hovering around Dakpo, not giving him the chance to use that banana, but did not follow up after it.
Every possible forward smash attack, you threw it out there. But I do like that catching with the up air, closing out that last stock, and now they're up a strong 2-0. And yeah, we might be getting some brothers facing each other down in grands, unless MVD and Dakpo have something in the back pocket. And I expect them to do. I expect them to have something because, again, like you mentioned, strong veterans, strong doubles players, they probably got a few tricks left.
They're adaptable. I think that they have this solid game plan right now of saying, okay, we want to go for that crazy 2v1 stuff in every scenario. We're constantly going to be looking for that crazy double stuff. And honestly, I respect that, because as a player, I want to play for the clips. But if you want to play to win, I think that maybe you do have to be a bit more comfortable taking these 1v1s and focusing on the 1v1s instead of trying to figure out ways to turn them into 2v1s, tossing back and getting those extended combos when I bet that you can probably play against each of these characters pretty solidly yourself.
Yeah. All right, a couple up tilts there, putting on some good pressure onto JMxfia. All sorts of stuff happening right now.
Again, we do see Dakpo hitting that Yoshi back towards MVD. Not getting any follow-ups, though, but still relatively 1v1 at the moment. We do see Army stuck on the top of that platform. Again, great DI on all these setups from Dakpo, noticing what they're going for, what they're going to try to set up, and then not really giving the blue team the opportunity to get that crazy stuff going.
Yeah. Good pressure from the blue team right now, controlling that stage. Whoa, okay, I like that. JMxfia was looking for that down tilt, trying to extend Dakpo off the stage. Just was way too far away for it. But the idea is just, you know, it's definitely nice to see.
Great recovery there by Dakpo once again. You can see how good his disadvantage is, but he was not watching his back. He was so focused on JMxfia off stage, he forgot about the Olimar running up behind him. Caught that purple up smash for his trouble. So once again, green team playing with the lead, and an unfortunate bonk from Dakpo on the side of the stage. Misspaced his recovery a little bit. Massive blow to the blue team. They do take out both of those green team stocks, but they're playing a clean 4-1 behind.
Yep. Although they can find a way for MVD to continue some of that explosive damage we just saw, an immediate 40%. It probably won't be so bad in the long run, but, and you see Army, and they're just not getting hit at all.
Playing some phenomenal disadvantage this whole set. Going for his little down throw right there. Again, 1v1 setting up nicely for the green team. Gonna let MVD just swing and miss at that back throw. Man, just everything is coming up flowers for the green team, man.
Yeah, they are definitely sitting pretty here. Dakpo looking a little bit rough here at 95%, already after the SD as well. JMxfia swinging that head around.
is just trying to find a way to really just put a button on this game, right? End it quickly, get to grands, maintain your momentum, get that long run through losers going, right? But hasn't been able to get it. There's the noggin flogging, though. So Dakpo taking another trip to the bottom blast zone. And he will have to take that share stock from MVD, who's all of a sudden very, very close to death himself.
Yep, and he's going to be landing right in front of Olimar, who's also recovering down to the stage. That's a tough spot to be in.
Oh, we're out.
Oh.
We are
that
out.
is definitely going to be it. Great
Dang.
stuff right there. Lots of pressure off stage to absolutely secure the stock and secure their position in grand finals. But they're going to be taking on Beastly versus Kurry.
Yeah, Beastly and Kurry have been so good, and they've been a roadblock for everybody so far. But
Yep.
man, we said it. It was like, okay, well, it's not going to be a 3-game set, right? Best of 5. But no, it was a 3-game set. 3-0. And honestly, not particularly close. I feel like Green Team kind of clutched out all of them. Not even clutched. They were just in control the whole time.
I do actually like here, too. They can't really see it in the back home, but they're actually all chatting right now about how the game was progressing and stuff like that, just trading data, kind of sharing, hey, this is what happened, this is what I did, and this is why it worked and stuff like that. So it's always a good thing, because even if you are a Brawl veteran like we're seeing right here, they're still asking questions, they're still wondering some stuff, and they're just still chatting it up. Looks like they're having a good time. You could always learn something in this game.
Oh, no, dude. I mean, Dakpo is the first guy that I think of when it comes to being somebody, him and Apollo Kage both, right, are the two first guys that I think of when it comes to, I lost a set, I want to know what happened, I want to dig into your brain. What were you guys thinking, right?
Yep.
What was the game plan there? I think it was pretty clear that they were going for the 1v1s, but you really do want to get that kind of confirmation, right? Say, what was it that you wanted to do? Dakpo is always trying to advance his doubles game, and I bet that's what he's looking for right there. I mean, I remember back at like the very beginning of Ultimate, when Dakpo was still living in Dallas. This is still his region. You know, he was high on the PR. He was going out and winning a lot of tournaments, or if not winning them, right, coming very close. Austin was winning all the tournaments, but Dakpo was in the conversation for all of them. And I remember that there was a tournament where we were still running pools at our locals because they were still that big. Shockwave was getting like 150 people every week.
Yeah.
And he lost to a Mega Man that I don't even think plays anymore. It was like kind of just a random Mega Man who was like pretty good for like a couple months and then didn't come back after COVID. But he got upset by that guy. And instead of, being like, I shouldn't have lost to this guy that's like unranked, he was like the 70th seed or whatever. He sat down, he looked over at him, and he just went, so tell me about Mega Man. Like, just tell me. Like, he literally like pulled out his phone and he was like, I want to get the notes from you. I want you to tell me everything that you were thinking during that game.
And that's crazy too. That's a hell of a question, actually. Just tell me about Mega Man. Because
Tell me about it.
That character has so much going on.
Stuff.
Like, that's like, hey, I know you got to get to your next round, but you're gonna have to tell me about Mega Man, and you're not leaving until then. Like,
Please fill me in.
You got a lot of research to do when you're fighting Mega Man, but we do have our other team here, Beastly and Kurry, sitting on the winner's side, getting ready to sit down, and they're all they're already having a good time. They're talking to each other.
They're good to go. And again, you got one brother from the same family on each side. They also have a third brother who's actually pretty cracked at Smash as well.
Oh, yeah?
Tags. I have not seen him in a tournament in a while, but
Okay.
I was also pretty darn good at this game for a while. It was fun to watch that family just kind of, they never really showed up to that many tournaments. They didn't have the opportunities to, but when they did, they always did so well, and they're constantly coming up to DreamHack. I mean, I remember Army back at DreamHack Dallas 2019 got a couple big wins in that bracket, made top 8. I think got 5th at that tournament as well, right? Made a little bit of a loser's run, just looked so solid at that tournament. So kind of a hallowed stage for the family, I would say.
Yeah, definitely a lot of smashes for sure. So sometimes, hey, you know what? It's just having that gene, I guess, that smasher gene. You know, so it's like what 70% natural talent. Was that the tweet forever ago that that Sen made?
something about that. Yeah. Man, JMxfia hovering over the. Okay. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't blame them if we got a little silly right now because it's grand finals, and again, all these guys know each other super well.
Oh God, this is not even a bad team who they're fighting.
Especially the 3 Dallas players, and the 2 of them that are teaming, Beastly and Kurry, sitting winner's side of grand finals. We did not see double Incineroar from them earlier, but we're sure as sugar seeing it now.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is like this isn't even a bad, like double Incineroar is something I would never recommend, but this team's actually not bad.
Incineroar is just a really good doubles character. Beastly, he's the one playing the shiny Incineroar, the red one, and he just said, how about you go away from me? How about I just continue to revenge everything that you throw at me?
Yep. He didn't end up losing that revenge, though, taking too much damage.
No!
Oh, the accidental side B off of JMxfia. You hate to see it.
Never want to see it. Great DI right there by Army to live that lariat. And I love mashing that down B after the double jump from JMxfia, getting out of a sticky situation. And looking at Kurry having to do the same thing right there. Does end up taking that stock from Army, though.
Yeah, these guys actually playing a lot right now, too. This is so much damage. They are so familiar with how each other plays. It's actually really
They're ready.
They're ready, man.
They're ready.
Are
we going out?
This is a treat. This is a treat to watch right now. Olimar barely living.
Look, you got 2 Incineroar players casting your match right now, and you got 2 Incineroars on the screen.
I forgot you also play Incin.
Apologies if we may sound a little bit biased, but we sure love our big cat.
Yeah, we do.
Funny cat makes Dot go bye-bye.
I do love how Incineroar's been seeing a bit of a resurgence, a renaissance lately, mostly thanks to SkyJ, but I can't count these 2 guys out either. They are playing fantastic.
Incineroar is just that epitome of, you know, on paper, not the best. Not the best character on paper, right? But when you throw in the fact that people have emotions and that can influence the way that you play, he's actually quite a good character when it comes to playing as Dragon. The forward throw just killed Beastly! Oh dear, that's your teammate.
Honestly, his fault for being there. They do find another stock real quick, though.
Yep, and now it is Kurry hanging on to that last second stock for the red team. Otherwise, this game's going to get back to even pretty quick. Beastly's already taking quite a pounding here as well. Tons of broken half from JMxfia.
Yep. Oh my god, yeah, that was terrifying. Oh my goodness.
Could have been the immediate double drop kick right there, but instead, Beastly in some real trouble right now. He is back off stage. No double jump, but great coverage here by Kurry at the ledge. This one's getting real close, Skiff. I don't know about you. I'm kind of scared.
You got 2 characters with pretty good frame data that hurt really hard. And so when you get hit like double nair, double forward air, back air, whatever, it's kind of a tough spot. It's like you said, emotions play a factor here.
Okay, he did have his double jump. I thought that footstool was the end of the game. Nice presence of mind to go past the ledge as well there from Kurry. But this is super doable for JMxfia, especially if he gets his grubby little hands on Beastly.
Oh, dude, this is definitely being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, we're out. I love the attempt for the confirm, and hold on, it's not even necessary for a confirm. Kurry got caught by the egg tech.
Oh, this could be huge. Okay, try looking for a back air, but JMxfia having to go know-it-all to actually just go up and over.
Not a bad matchup for Incineroar either. Beastly chasing the Yoshi up to the skies. One more. Always got to watch that Yoshi bomber, but JMxfia not going to let it rip, and the whip, the low whip, is going to let Green Team fight their way back into the game, and Army is giving them some lip. JMxfia as well.
They are talking. They are talking right now.
Beastly is never going to not talk mess either. Beastly is always down to do that. Win or lose, he does not care. And Kurry's like, all right, I hear you, but how about you shut up and play the next game?
Yeah.
How about we go game 2? They're not even switching either.
They're not. They're not. I respect the hell out of that. Because honestly, that game was doable. They just kind of played like idiots at the end.
Well,
that's kind of the problem with Incin. You start playing really good, and then you just automatically play like an idiot.
And then you do foolish stuff. It's just in the nature of playing the characters.
Yes,
it's not your fault.
You get it.
It's not your fault. It just, you have to. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, that was a huge first stock there. And a statement to make, too. It's like, why are you talking to me from across the stage?
How about you go talk to me on your second stock, pal? Jeez.
Big Alolan whip there. Not going to be enough to take out the stock.
Oh, not again.
Oh, that would have been so bad.
Yeah, you don't get sent down until Incineroar himself actually starts going down with that up B. He has to kind of hit you with that momentum. So JMxfia does barely get to hang on, getting hit by the top, the very beginning of that descent. So not going to get yoinked. Unfortunately, it is Kurry once again getting yoinked, and it looks like he does not know how to mash buttons.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, dude. I hate mashing buttons. I'm not here to break my controller.
We play Mario Party in the middle of Smash. That's how you. That's why we have a different stream here at DreamHack.
Oh.
Nonetheless, this is a solid lead for the red team still.
Wow. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but it happened.
No, I didn't even see how. Okay, you're definitely gone. No double jump.
You know, that's fine. You were in the top spot anyway. That's only your first.
Oh,
shot. No.
Okay, he has his double jump. I had to hold my breath right there because JMxfia is actually crazy for going for the second. Oh, guys, stop getting yoinked, you goofuses. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, he's making such a statement here. He goes, oh, you're the command grab guy? Let me show you something.
Red team looking foolish. Egg on their face right now.
Oh, dude, he did this all in his final stock, too. He took 3 stocks.
Oh,
just
no.
putting people in an egg. Would you rather be put in an egg or put in a blender?
Honestly, at this point, what's the difference?
Yeah, right.
Either I'm getting put in the blender or my controller is. One of the two. Hey,
Right.
Army got a couple of purple Pikmin, but here comes the chase from Beastly, who's just going to turn this into a 1v1. Oh, no! Not again!
All right, well, we do got the restock here, and they could certainly find a way to even this up. They just got to find a way to take Olimar out of the equation.
Oh, well, he found it. He
Yep.
found his way to take the Olimar out of the equation.
Here we go, man. Now, Beastly, a bit high in percentage here.
Looks like they both tried to grab him at the same time. Stop! Stop! Stop going to the ledge! Do not go to the ledge anymore!
Just stay away from the ledge.
Have you not learned your damn lesson?
You guys are up 2 stocks to 1. Stand in center stage. He has to approach.
I don't care how many stocks you have. JMxfia is sitting at the ledge. He wants one thing, and you've been hit by him 5 times!
And not only does he have to approach, but if his only idea is to throw eggs, that's free revenge.
Literally free. I think they've lost every single stock to that. Literally every single one just by getting 8.
I want to see the end result screen. I want to see the result screen.
I have to know. It's going to say 6 SDs, and rightfully it should. Okay, that's not going to be enough to KO Yoshi all the way across PS2. He's a heavy guy on a big stage. Yeah, don't. Okay, that does. All right, he finally found it.
They did not deserve to win this game.
No, not even a little bit.
They did not deserve to win.
This
Let me
should
see the
be 2-0.
results here.
There is no trash talk to be had for the
He
red
took
team
5
right now.
stocks.
5 stocks.
He took 5.
And they were all the exact same way.
Look, he took none.
Literally-
he took no stocks.
Literally every single. I know they can hear us too. Every single stock JMxfia took by waiting for you to just run over to him at the ledge and eat them. And look, if I sound a little bit coarse, if I sound a little bit mean right now, it's because they deserve it.
They deserve it.
They deserve it.
They deserve it.
For that. A shameful display.
Absolutely shameful.
I say that knowing everybody on that stage except for JMxfia incredibly well. But Beastly holds himself to that standard. You know, I think that he knows that what he did was a mistake. We're going back.
I thought he was going to do, what is he doing?
JMxfia is still playing Yoshi and you're going back? Okay.
They are trying to...
Yeah, they went, okay, I know how to take the stocks, right? Go off stage, press the B button. I got it.
Oh, my God. All that for nothing. I thought he was going to play Sephiroth for a bit, and I was like, listen, you'll keep Incineroar out, but as soon as he gets in, you're just going to lose your stock.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all.
Well, somehow, by the grace of the gods, it's 1-1 right now. Yeah, okay. It's... Have a little bit of faith. Well, I don't want to say have a little bit of faith in the adaptation. They lost 5 stocks to it.
They lost 5 stocks. One of them counted as an SD.
We gotta get off of it. Well, no, they did only get 5 stocks taken. They did win the game, but it would have it would have gotten taken. I can guarantee you, if Green Team had won that game, I know how they would have won it.
Yeah, right.
I know how it would have happened. I'm not
Would've been
Nostradamus, but I have eyes. Get out! Oh my goodness.
Can you guys figure this out? Can you stop going towards the ledge?
They're paying me to commentate this, by the way.
Oh my goodness. As an Incineroar main, I was excited. Now I am so frustrated.
Disappointed even.
I'm disappointed,
Oh my
frustrated,
goodness.
bamboozled, led astray.
They're paying me money to commentate this set, Skip.
Oh my
It's
God.
unbelievable.
Dude, I can't believe they're going to reset the bracket because these guys keep going towards the edge of the stage.
They're just gonna. I mean, why not just 2v1 Army the whole time?
Just
and
beat
say, yeah,
up
like,
the Olimar.
Don't go over there. Stop being over there. This is
right.
now I know what it's like. You know that compilation of Chudat just consistently getting the neutral bees off stage,
Yeah.
and then he's making that back.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Red Team, but it might be time to not do double Incineroar anymore, which is the most painful sentence I've ever had to say. But man,
I mean,
Green Team, make them work.
It's not bad. This is a very terrible start, and they should have won game 1.
You know. Yeah.
Oh,
you got
my
hit out! Interrupting your own combo?
Because he got nared by Kurry.
That's an alley-oop.
Oh.
Ooh, okay,
Double
wait,
downer.
I like
Okay.
this. Wait, spicy, back road, not enough. Okay, we are back. We did not get taken away by the egg, but Army got the sedge guard going with double purples. Wow, didn't actually find it, although the red one. Oh, what, huh? Was that a purple?
I can't believe this. They turned the last game into a 5-stock.
I wonder, yeah. I wonder if this one's over. So, 2-1 lead for JMxfia and Army. And Kurry's face says it all right now. He's like,
That was bad.
This is a little embarrassing.
That was bad.
Isn't it? A little embarrassing. And look, again, Beastly's never going to stop.
Dude, Beastly just keeps pointing at, he's like,
As if it's their problem and not his.
right? It's the game. Yeah, it's the game that's putting you guys off stage. Absolutely correct. My goodness.
You know, I will be honest with you, Beastly selecting random is not a throw.
It's not.
It's not a
It's
throw.
not a throw. There's a few people who can go random, I feel like a whole bracket, and make like a strong top 16,
Oh,
top 8
they're
run.
doing it. Are they doing it? Are they going to? Okay. I was about to say, when you're playing for money on the DreamHack stage,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think they are discussing half-jokingly whether or not JMxfia counterpicked them as the winner with the R.O.B.
Maybe.
I don't think that either side actually cares even a little bit.
I mean, I feel like both these characters can mess up R.O.B pretty well.
I mean, yeah. So back to the Sonic and the Ness, which we've seen work out plenty of times already. And I think a key part here is that if you get eaten by an egg, which won't happen now because it's R.O.B, but if you did, in theory, then you can just take it back, no problem.
The worst thing about all this is I feel like we went from the coolest grand finals of doubles grand finals of all time to the worst doubles grand finals of all time, and that was before we saw the character switches. And that hurts.
That before the character switches, yeah. There abandon all hope, he who entered here.
But either way, though, these guys now playing the characters they've been playing for generally most of the bracket right now. We'll see how it works out. So far, not bad.
Yeah, right now, I mean, red team, still has taken quite a beating, and they're both playing pretty light characters, but Kurry always going for these edge guards. Didn't even need to tech that up air, just kind of DIing away, and it all works out for him. But there, that back air, Army finally taking out Beastly's DFW brethren, but it comes around just as quickly with that back air. Evened up again.
Yeah, I hope that they didn't like lose whatever momentum they had earlier by just kind of messing around a little bit. Like, I enjoyed it, but like the way that they were controlling stage with Sonic earlier and just like the pressure they were putting down with both of them and stuff like that it was insane. It was absolutely insane.
I can guarantee you they probably wouldn't have done that coming from loser's side either, right?
Yeah.
Even though they have the demeanor as individuals to do so, I don't think that they would have done that.
Yeah.
And then once we get to the second set, if so that happens, then things will buckle down. Things will get a bit more serious. But we are serious right now, again, with the Sonic and the Ness, which has been so devilish in doubles thus far.
What a tomahawk.
Ooh, not close enough to send that Olimar into the skies. Kurry with his edge guard, though. Dang!
I feel like Curry's the best Sonic I haven't heard of.
You know, he has always been a hidden boss because he does not travel out all the time. He does travel out sometimes, but
yeah,
no,
I feel like from what I'm seeing today and just like, I mean, granted, this double's a little bit different. But yeah, I did like this guy's very solid.
The Kurry and Army are the definition of hidden bosses, for sure. Because they don't even go to that many tournaments locally, but we all know that they're spicy.
I can't stand people who like hardly ever go to tournaments and they're just absolutely sick at the game.
Well,
oh my god.
And the thing is, it's not because they're not playing that they're just gifted. They are playing games with each other all the time.
Yeah.
So.
There's a player like that up in South Dakota that goes by JMxfia. I swear to God he'd be a top 20 player if he just cared.
Bold. Bold statement. But I shout out to South Dakota. South Dakota.
South Dakota legend JMxfia.
I'll
tell you more about him later, but
Red team is still working with a pretty solid lead. Not completely safe because they're both at high percentages, but they have both been rather survivable. So many 2v1s set up by the green team, though, because of these high percents that it's really been hard for red team to kind of get that definitive establishing final lead, and now everybody's on their last stock.
Yeah, that was a very tough spot there. Kurry went for a very low recovery, and JMxfia was just ready for it, and just kind of like, hey, I'm just going to throw up my side B, and you're just going to run it, you have to.
I'll hit you too, Sonic. I don't care. He's ball-shaped. Okay, reset the situation. Army just taking a trip to the blast zone. Not believing in himself to bring that one back. So we're going to game 5 in set 1.
Look at him. Yeah, Kurry talking some mess over there. But yeah, we got 2-2 now. A game 5 with a potential reset, assuming JMxfia and Army can find a way to really close this one out.
Back and forth all day with these two teams, but get final destination for our final game, it looks like.
I don't know.
Against a Sonic, that kind of worries me a little.
A Sonic and a Ness.
Yeah, they can both get some pretty crazy control, but that also depends on the characters that Green Team goes for. Looks like JMxfia is going back to the Yoshi, which is a character I would generally think of as being really good with platforms, but then again, if there are no platforms to escape to, you can't escape from my neutral beat.
Because my problem here is just like, I feel like Sonic can control the ground so well, and if you try to go over him, now you got a Ness that you got to deal with.
Yeah, great combination of, getting to define a specific rule. So we'll see. We may get a set 2 right here. Green Team, their counter pick works out. If going back to the Yoshi works out for them, or it could just be over right here if the red team can clutch up. So far, even with just some back and forth as we get when a doubles match starts, but nothing crazy, and I think that's what you want to see when you're the red team.
Yeah. All right. So far, so good. Both teams doing all right. Green team does have a... Oh, that would have been huge.
There's no double jump for Beastly right now. Had to fight himself out with that forward air and Kurry. At least putting enough pressure on that Army could get a free setup for that edge guard. So Beastly able to make it back. But all that time that Ness stays off stage, it's very hard for Sonic to be able to fight on his own. Now, one stock gone away from the red team. Green looking solid.
That was a little scary throwing out that down air to try and go a little bit lower because JMxfia was really on top of that and almost took the stock to do.
What a recovery by Army. On stage, getting taken care of.
Wow.
Nearly the same for JMxfia, but again, that Yoshi heavy.
That's a heavy boy. That boy thick.
That boy's heavy. He been eating his apples.
Yep, there goes the up throw. And then put some damage on there. Stop touching my friend.
Get out. I don't want you hitting him anymore. All right.
Ooh. Yep.
Ooh. That was so key, landing that first up air so close to the ground that you can just spring up and get the next.
Oh, that's a bit of damage to get caught up in there, too. You tried accepting that combo, and you end up getting up smashed by Olimar with the red Pikmin. And then JMxfia respawns and puts a little bit extra on you.
All right, speaking of Anya right now, that Pikmin racking up some extra damage. Sonic's pretty solidly in kill percents now, and so too apparently was the Ness. Beastly going down onto his last stock. The first one to be pioneering into the second and the final stocks on each of these modes. But Army right now getting close to taking a trip to that blast zone as well. 126 playing a very light character himself.
Oh, this is a scary spot to be in for JMxfia. Oh, okay. Back here, he's going to break the double jump bomb. We're not going to do too much else after that. But Olimar also in a very scary position.
Honestly, if anybody's really scared right now, it's got to be Beastly. 60% now. You get tossed off stage, there's a very good chance that you're far enough out there that a really solid edge guard gets set up. And again, survivability from JMxfia coming in huge, going for that neutral beat but not finding anything. And now hold up Beastly in the corner.
Yeah, I did not realize that Beastly was actually at one stock left here. Ooh.
I think Yellow Pikmin might have even tanked and hit Beastly right there, but because of that Blue Pikmin taking that electric damage and dying, it will be down to just Kurry. One stock versus 3. Looks like we are going to a set number 2, Skip.
Yeah, maybe. This isn't undoable. Right now, it's just a matter of trying to get back to stage. He does. If you can find a way to close out Yoshi, this is huge. Then it turns into a little bit of that brotherly rivalry, right? Could get into Army's head. Oh my God, if I drop this against my brother, I'll never hear the end of it.
I'm sure that is a factor sometimes. Although those two guys, I mean, just everything's they're the trash talk all the time kind of fellows.
Yep.
And we are going to get to talk some more talk and walk some more walk because we are going into set number 2, the final one in a grand finals reset between JMxfia and Army, getting that dub and taking it to the brink against Beastly and Kurry.
Bring back the instance.
No.
If I have to watch another 5 games, I at least want to enjoy 2 of them.
You can bring back one Incin.
I'm down for 1 Incin.
I think that's fine.
That's actually probably the right play.
And then just say, okay, we're on Pokemon Stadium 2. Do not leave the Pokeball.
Yep.
You just stand on the Pokeball.
Because what was it? Their Sonic Incin earlier was actually like disgusting.
Solid.
Yeah, it was very
solid.
solid.
Even Incin Ness, man. I mean, that's a very vulnerable team, but I mean, the damage you can put on, man. I think you do want the Sonic, though, especially, because I think that the maneuverability is key, for sure.
Yes. But we're going to be getting into game 1 here at the reset. Everybody has lost now.
There are no winners in this bracket.
There's no winners at all.
Everybody's a loser, but only one can be the winner.
But only one can be less of a loser.
I think that's what my gym teacher said to me back in middle school. Regardless, though, let's get it going. Pokemon Stadium 2 to start, and that double jump armor, you mentioned how big of a factor it is. You just can't really even go for that many hard reads on these guys.
Exactly. They're tossing it around right now. Everybody's flying all over the place. All right, 1-2. You know, he's done that a lot where he throws out the double jab, runs way past his opponent, and then down smashes, and it's nowhere near him.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen JMxfia do that a few times today.
But you look for that, right? Because you look for somebody to panic with all that shield pressure. It didn't even mention Kurry dropping that first stock, did not keep track of his double jump. Man, again, that survivability from JMxfia is crazy.
Yep. Having that shield, too, that shield does not get poked through. So that yo-yo was really no big deal at all. Oh, man, punch him right in the head.
Yeah, easy right there. You get that down throw. It leads into imagination. You don't even have to wait for it to finish up. But we'll finish up that stock of Beastly. So red team down to 2 apiece. It's actually Army who held on until the very bitter end right there. But now everybody gets to play with 2 stocks apiece. I think Kurry might need to be a little bit less aggressive, though.
Yeah. Definitely a little less, but we'll see what happens here. I do like that egg toss, kind of forced him to go a little bit higher.
Oh, great reaction right there by JMxfia. Even with the Ness hovering around him, he realized, oh, you homing attack into the ground, goodbye.
Right, one up smash that we've got. Oh man, there are just a lot of hits being traded here trying to protect their buddies.
Okay, that's no double jump for Army, but instead...
What a tech!
Yeah, trying to follow up, but that's why you have to wait. You can't wait. You can't wait for that throw to finish because then you don't know where that Yoshi's going to end up. You just have to hit while Sonic is doing that down throw.
That was such a crazy tech, though. Oh my god.
Gotta tech him. Oh, and he hits his own teammate with that F smash as well. Back throw. That's enough to take out the Yoshi. All of a sudden, there is a stock lead for the red team. I would not call this a lead in terms of the game, though, because of how much damage each of them has taken. And I was about to say, like, if Kurry can hold on to this percentage for a little while, that's fine. But now he's so close to death that it's scary no matter where he is.
Yeah, and almost actually taking out his teammate there in the process. Yeah, you could definitely put some big damage here, especially on Olimar. If you can find a way to close him out. Whoa. That is huge!
Yeah, you were right. Now you're down to a 2v1 and Beastly with a fresh stock as well. So this is looking like it's very red team favored. We're not going over there, bro. You got it.
Even though these are characters with 2 much better recoveries.
Ness maybe a little less so, but yeah, we're taking a trip off stage and Beastly says, yep, I will put on my pressure from over here.
But even then, like, for recovery moves, that's different, but Ness is like, air dodge is like a 3rd jump.
Yeah, it is a 3rd jump.
And he goes very far into 2nd.
Yeah, it's a PK Thunder action right here, and where do you escape to without that double jump? You just use that down B, and there's that down throw, so Sonic gets out of the way and just sets up Yoshi on a T for that big swing.
It's like an upside-down T-ball. He actually puts him on the ground instead of off the ground.
They probably do that at Driveline. You know, they just got it hanging around there. They want the swing data, and you just pop.
Yep. All right, but we do get the first game in the books here. And a big game as well for Beastly and Kurry. I feel like they definitely needed to get that W under the belt to establish, hey, we are still what we think is the best team right now. So,
well, they've looked like that over the course of the tournament, but I mean, dang, all these loser sets that we saw JMxfia and Army run through, like just as a team together, as a doubles team, they have just been so immutable, and their game plan has been so simple. They haven't been trying to do crazy team combos or anything. In fact, I can't think of any team combo that they've done. They've just straight up kind of been 1v1ing everybody and not worrying about the fact that they're playing doubles.
Yep. Okay, as we continue, though, dude, I've been smelling this popcorn all day.
Oh
I'm so hungry.
It's right next to us.
Dude, I'm so hungry.
Can I get a food voucher?
We won't get them after this. But right now, yep, that was huge.
A live-in.
Oh, the air dodge, yep.
And a good save there by Army. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about, like, it's not even like they're doing crazy doubles things together on the green team, but they have been there to save each other every now and then.
There you go, big hit.
Damage, but that's not enough to take care of the Yoshi. And Army, he's seen that high Sonic recovery enough times to count in his sleep how many frames he needs before he throws out that finisher. But there's Beastly right there taking that throw to the bank. Army out deep, though. Is Kurry going to be able to save his teammate? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, never mind.
Well, for a little bit.
He did save his teammate, but it did not mean much.
Yeah, it just ended up turning into a 3v1 combo.
Kinda spicy.
Oh, big damage on that. I do like the up tilt putting on some good damage on Sonic, but you end up taking a lot of damage in the process.
And Kurry just going right in with that spin dash, too. He said, yeah, eat this. Oh, hold on a second. Did try to go for a doubles combo right there, but JMxfia, I think, was trying to mind the other player behind him. So I think you still take that. So much damage racked up on the red team.
Yeah.
Each of them, you can basically just take this yourself, right?
Ooh, okay, I like that. Throw out the Nair. Kind of engage with that double jump.
Ooh, tried to go for that 2v1 combo right there. You were going to see the jab into the forward air come out, but JMxfia, wise to it, realized he had enough time to throw out that F smash. But he does go down to that forward air from Kurry. So this game staying very even.
Yep. I like that. Both of them putting some pressure on the Army too. They want to try and find a way to close out that stock, forcing the 3-stock to 2 scenario.
Oh, messed up his own teammate with the spring.
Yeah, they both definitely want to get Army out of it. Oh, I think he might have been dead. I don't know, but he definitely got saved. Oh.
PS2 is a big stage, but yeah, still living after that fair. Each team drops a stock, and it's both of the guys that had the 2. So this is just straight up fight for your life right now.
Yep. Right now, some good damage, though. The problem is that Beasley does. Oh, okay, I like that.
Picking up what you're putting down. I like it. Here's big damage. Going for that down air. Good DI in by JMxfia.
Yes. Really recognizing the situation and the danger at hand.
Ooh, and a save from Kurry as well. So much good doubles play happening by the red team in this game right now. They have been there to save each other. They've been there to pick up combos when they're available. But now we'll see if Beasley can stay alive, because he is certainly the closest to hitting that blast zone.
Oh, tough spot to be in. Yep, that is certainly going to be able to take care of that. However,
it's not over yet.
It's not over. Kurry is not in a bad position. It's a tough position. Oh, it's not bad. All right, that's it.
Yeah, we can say F smash the Olimar, who cares? Go to game 2, tied up 1-1. We go to the rubber game of this one, and anything can happen, because
absolutely
this has just been dead even in this set too. When both teams are actually trying,
oh yeah,
it's very close.
It's very close. It's very close. Even with the instant, they won game 1, right?
2.
2. Yes, you're right.
And only barely.
And then game 3 was.
Game 3 made me feel things I don't want to feel anymore.
Yep.
Makes me feel ashamed that I was
shame
a part without love.
Not that song. Anything else?
Good song. Rather feel pain than nothing at all.
What was going through that guy's mind?
You know what?
My goodness, he was in hell.
You know, I wanna ask what was going through Scott Stapp's mind when he started talking like that for Creed. Keep your head in the clouds till you take me higher. Oh, man, and that might be happening for either of these players as I claw desperately for a segue to get us to talk about the game again. Both of these teams dead even so far, and again, that has been the story, although a big moment right there from Army sending his brother into the blast zone, and oh, brother, are those purple Pikmin hitting hard.
Yep. The best part, too, is like when he went for the down throw, Army sat there and waited, and then dashed forward so he would be right there ready for the punish.
Oh, that was so perfectly timed by JMxfia. Because if he does that too early, he's just going to get ledge trumped by Beasley. And if he's too late, Beasley can buffer an option, but he actually got the KO off of that. This is looking like a really good game for the green team already.
Yep. All right, tried to hand that back to, uh-oh.
That's his teammate.
Yeah, but it's Olimar. He's going to make it fine.
Even with 2 purples. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I was taking a sip of water, and I was like, dang.
That's me carrying 3 grocery bags.
No, yeah, up to the... I live on the 3rd floor. I bought a watermelon the other day. Like, that's the same feeling. I know what you're going through, Olimar.
6 grocery bags in my hand.
Ooh. I do want to say that down tilt by Army was so intelligent in the corner to take care of Beasley. He was putting all that pressure on him. Man, Kurry is out here.
Yep, that's big. Ah!
Army was like, you know what? I think I'll just jump forward and get hit so that I don't, you know, take a 40, a fatty 40.
He actually almost got caught up in JMxfia's up smash there.
All right, down throw, jab reset, but the eggs coming in clutch from JMxfia regardless. I mean, the red team still got big damage on Army right
That
there.
was a nice little combo. My goodness.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan.
Again, we're just seeing those flashes of doubles-specific brilliance from the red team.
And it's just literally as a reaction.
Yeah. They aren't planning on that. They just go, oh, I could probably do this, huh? What great evasion by Beasley.
Okay. Ooh. And again, put on some decent damage there.
Kurry being patient with that side B as well with the spin charge. Gonna take a trip off stage, but that does let him put pressure on Army, who also, with a great recovery sequence right there and just dashing away from that Sonic, who is posing such a threat to his life over the course of this game. Again, Green Team still looking immutable right now as they take that second stock from Beastly as well.
Yep. Ooh, that was a little bit scary there for a little bit. Okay, there you go. Get one stock out of the way. You have to get this other one immediately.
I think if I'm the red team, I want Beastly to just try to 1v1 JMxfia right now. Take that stock, let Kurry handle his brother, and just see if he can at least build up some damage on that Olimar so he can take an early one when things go back to even. The Army doing a great job of locking down Beastly in the corner. See him does escape with that Nair though.
Yeah, Beastly has been doing a pretty solid job battling his way out. I don't know what was going on with hitting your teammate there. It might have been one of those scenarios you see a body flying.
What a tech. No!
Oh, you hate to see it. This could be huge.
Yeah, this is looking like the end of the game.
It's not over. You have to basically get that out of the way. You have to take out Army immediately. And then damage-wise, it's not great, but it's not bad.
It's not over, but it's kind of over.
It's, I don't see, there's a hair bounce, man. Why did they do that?
The thing is, in these 2v1s, like when it's literally 2 players versus 1 player, Green Team has actually been pretty darn good in these scenarios. They haven't been stepping on each other, and Beastly just air dodging right into Army's loving arms. We are going to a game 4 with the Green Team looking to make the crazy losers run to first place.
And dude, you can see Kurry right now. He's not happy. Oh,
Where's my team?
People in the crowd saying things,
which I can't make out, but DFW is going to continue to rib him and Beastly.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, we're getting what you asked for.
All right, hey, you know what? I'm down for this. I'm down for this. You know what? Because the Sonic wasn't playing bad, but there were quite a few key scenarios where the damage just wasn't there. The closing out the stocks was not there. This instance should be what they need to really find a way to even this up.
The problem more than anything has been JMxfia. I mean, JMxfia has been just a nightmare for everybody in this bracket to deal with. He is playing like just a bona fide top player right now.
I will say, if Kurry gets egged off stage again, I'm going to walk away from the comments.
You know, that's fair. That is fair. But Kurry is also an instant main. Dual main with Sonic as well. So not looking like it right now, though.
It happens. It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. It shouldn't, but it does happen.
It does happen. I like that. Forward smash putting on some top there. Whoa.
Yeah. Kurry loves to just kind of stand there as a fortress and sort of set himself up for Beastly to toss somebody into him, get some big early stocks done. And that's what I was talking about liking in this one, is that I like them going, okay, JMxfia has been such a problem, we need a way to take him out quick.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
He got so scared, he just died. He just went, oh no.
Relatable.
You can have it, that's okay. Don't hit me.
Well, it's looking a little bit rough here. I do like the switch to instant, try to get something happening here at the very end, but it's not looking super good. It's not bad like usual, but this one's definitely looking a little bit rough. This could be closed out in 3-1 very soon.
I love the target change there by JMxfia, knowing he's not going to get a reliable edge guard on Incineroar. So instead just putting all that shield pressure on Beastly, who still has not been able to take a solid stock just yet. JMxfia is down 1, but Army is still holding on to that first one. And again, Olimar should be dying a whole lot quicker.
Yes. I mean, that's kind of part of the issue. Okay, there you go. Dash attack, we'll be able to clean that up. You're at 146 here. Whoa! Hey, I like that roll through, dash attack Army, just get them split up as best as possible.
Yeah, I like that Kurry, he could have gone for JMxfia right there, but he ran a very serious risk of hitting Beastly with something too strong. And so instead he just went, you know what, I'll get the stage control. I'll make sure that I don't hurt my teammate right here, who is trying to follow up on these combos from Kurry right now. Tossing him off stage. You may have an opportunity to get yourself back in the game, but you do need to flex that doubles prowess. Give us another flash of that greatness.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot of damage out of that PK fire.
Too much. And red team on the ropes right now. That's Beastly with no double jump, I do believe. So going low, they're not making it back. And JMxfia, he threw that stock away, but honestly, if you're the green team, maybe you do actually worry about that. I'm looking at Army at 91%, and with Beastly putting pressure on him, this one's not over.
If that was like a last stock scenario, absolutely just put the pressure out there, make sure it doesn't come back. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. This could be a problem in the long run. But we got to double. Whoa!
That is Army getting up smashed by his own teammate, JMxfia, going to that top blast zone. And no Ted. but he did shorten the recovery enough, and that last one gets finished off. JMxfia and Army making a crazy losers run to take doubles for Smash Ultimate at DreamHack Dallas 2023.
And dude, it's not even the cash prize that's what got Army very happy. It's, I reset my brother and grands and then beat him again.
And then beat him.
Oh,
you left me behind? Fine. Fine. I'll go team with a guy that's not from this region, and then we will beat everybody.
Yep. I mean, hey, like you said, there's been nothing but great doubles action. All these players, fantastic at doubles as it is, and just so much like great like quick time reaction to create us like some of these doubles combos like we saw today. So absolutely fantastic stuff. Honestly, congratulations again to JMxfia and ArmyOli. You guys absolutely deserve it.
Yeah, definitely earned their way in there, and I want to see how they do tomorrow when we kick off Ultimate Singles, as well as Melee Singles if you're going to be watching all day here on DreamHack Smash. And you're going to want to keep it tuned in because we have got quite a few big names. You saw a lot of them in doubles. You're going to get to see them and even more of that great regional talent here playing in Ultimate, playing in Melee as well. I know that H-Box is out here. Didn't play doubles because he was busy being on the main stage at DreamHack, just beating a bunch of random people that wanted to walk up and try to play him. I think somebody was like, yeah, you get like a $15 gift card if you beat HungryBox. And I was like, people have tried to beat HungryBox for $10,000. Like, what?
Yeah, and they don't do it. They don't do it. You want me to do this for 15?
Crazy. He was just like falcon punching people. Crazy, man. But yeah, you're going to get to see a whole lot of fun action right here on this channel, as well as all of the other games that are going on here at DreamHack. You don't want to miss any of the action, but I don't believe that there's any more action for us to bring you today.
Not for us, but there is going to be Melee doubles coming up here.
Oh, it's after
just a little
us.
bit. Yes, right here.
Oh, there you go. It sure does say that's coming up next. So if you like some Melee, and I know that if you're a Smasher, you probably do because it is fun as hell to watch. You're going to want to stay tuned. I do believe it'll be Caligula and Studebaker. Stude will be on the mic. Stude and Caligula will be taking it there, but
you can see his head poking out over the top of the
He's a very tall man.
Very tall man.
You will see when he is on the stream, and you will get to see that in just a minute. We're going to go to a break. We're going to get switched over to Melee. That has been Skiff. I have been Kimona, and you all are watching DreamHack Smash.